5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello. Welcome to Valhalla North, the UK's #1 independent axe throwing venue. We are in week 7. You're joined here by me, Carl, and Tricky Dicky. If you can't see him, there he is.
Hello.
Tommy Cooper, you're supposed to go just like that.
Just like that.
We are still in film and TV theme for final week of leagues. We are going to get things kicked off straight away with Scratch and S Club. S Club back to throwing after a couple of weeks off. He's got 12 games to play tonight. But if you're going to miss weeks due to dislocated knees, then you've got a marathon to play when you get back. These are the way things work, unfortunately.
Yeah, if you're going to get up to what he gets up to in the shower, you're going to dislocate your knee.
This is very true. And Jamie's just walked away sighing already. We've got a little green outline around the scoreboard.
What?
We've got a little green outline around the scoreboard. I kind of like it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about it. I kind of like it. It looks kind of funky. I know what it is. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It kind of looks funky. All right, Jamie, get in then. Come on, let's get in. Let's make this a party.
We need a wide angle.
We're
fast.
We are getting. We are upgrading. I think we're gonna mount a webcam in the middle, and we'll get one that we can change the things. There's going to be some big changes between leagues, so we'll get playoffs out of the way. Then we've got 5 weeks to.
We've got 5 weeks.
5 weeks. We're not starting until the 9th of April. We're going to do some bits in between.
Yeah.
There'll still be some keep in touch days between Mondays between leagues. But me and Kat are in Boston at the end of March for the first week of April, and ain't no way nothing's starting afresh without me being here to oversee it.
Yeah,
I couldn't handle it.
Oh no, never mind.
Go on.
I was about to say who was like, is all of Valhalla shutting then? But then I thought Dan won't be going there because it's Canada he's going to, isn't it?
Canada. Yeah, we closed in June for World Championships. Because almost everybody that works here is going to Canada, so
we're going to have to find a new home for a week.
I know.
Yeah, he's literally going to be for a week, but even still. But yeah, it's still going to be a good time, bit of a party. Yeah, we'll still be open through first week of April as well. Because we're going out to Revax in Boston for the Tournament of Fools.
Have you still got Bella with you then, or is she? I remember yesterday she was saying
she's disappearing in June, I think.
Yeah.
She's going to uni, so
Getting an education.
she wants a summer before she goes to uni. So
it's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's fair or idiotic to quit your job and attempt to have a summer that you can't afford to fund. But okay.
Well, I mean, so this
I can see
is.
both sides with it.
I worked right up until I went to uni, and I left for uni with like $2,500.
Yeah.
And then because I was a fresher and did what most people do, someone gave me $2,500, and I blew the lot in 2 weeks on just booze, tabs, and general partying.
Yeah, that's fair.
The more you go with, the more you're gonna waste.
I worked all the way through education.
But what I mean is, Bella's she's wanting to leave work so that she can have July and August to herself before she goes to uni, is what I mean. So she wants to have a party summer before she goes to uni, but quite how she's going to fund that is beyond me. So
She might have saved.
I pay her every month. I know exactly how much she makes every month. If she can afford to fucking save on what she gets paid, she needs to tell me a secret, because she could be a very, very rich person.
She may have a sugar daddy. You know, somebody who drives a big.
Yeah, she does. I pay her every fucking month. Technically, I am.
We heard it here. Carl is Bella's sugar daddy.
/ boss.
Does that equate to Now, here's the theory. Sugar daddy stroke boss. Does that not equate to pimp?
Oh, quite possibly. Well, there's one thing I've not been called yet. Cult leader, fucking Mogul Lord, Mongolian Lord, fucking...
We have to be very careful with that one.
Now I'm a pump. A pump?
A pump?
A pump.
Wait, you've been that a couple of times.
Yeah, I have.
Uncle
right.
Pimpy.
I actually woke Kat up farting this morning. Like, the fart was so loud, and it woke her up.
I once woke up the kid next door with a fucking dog.
Nice.
It's not a problem if you wake them up with a sound, it's more if you wake them up with a smell. That's when you'll get in trouble.
Cat? Sorry? I'm pretty sure he said he was coming tonight. Why?
It's just like that. Just like
I mean,
that.
he was here on Sunday, so...
I'll try. Wait, if I manage to
No,
get...
he had to- he
If I manage to get like a few
11
prem punches tonight,
games
one or two
last
things
week,
is going to happen
but-
to me. They're going to sit there and go just
I
like
don't
that.
know
I'm going to have a
I don't know
heart
whether
attack
he's
right
coming
there.
tonight or not. I'll get in touch with him in a minute. I'm just sharing the stream at the minute.
Warming up the baby.
Oh, what's the outfit today, Carl? My outfit is I am repping Kenny Powers, Eastbound and Down. We've been robbed today, so we're dealing with a theft at the minute. So
Have you actually?
Yeah. We had 12 foot boards stolen from outside this afternoon. So
That's not an easy thing to steal, though,
No,
is
I
it? Like
know.
that's not like a kind of. I was just driving past and loaded 18 boards into the back of my Fiat Punto.
yeah, I know. So I've been dealing with that all day. So no, he's not here. He's also dealing with the theft. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, this has been a bit of a rough day today for a few people. Yeah, so I've been dealing with theft all afternoon. So yep.
Is that why Meatfist's in?
No, he's just here because his kids over at Roth.
Yeah.
We had 18 12-foot boards stolen from outside this afternoon.
Are you kidding me?
No, so I've had that to deal with. I had 22 delivered this afternoon, and between them being delivered at I mean they reckon early afternoon. The company that delivered them reckons early afternoon. Next door are here till 4 o'clock. They're in and out all the time. I got here at 4:30, and there was 4 left. 4 left outside. So I'm going to have to deal with the CCTV. By the way, just to quote Liam Neeson, whoever did it, I will find you and you will pay.
Do you have CCTV on the back, so can you actually see the theft?
I mean, I've not been able to get to the next door and get the CCTV. So
Right.
I'll do it. I'll get on the CCTV first thing in the morning. We'll find out who's got them, and I will get them back. Simple as that, really. But you can't have fuck all these days. Well,
This is what I said.
I'm not casting any aspersions just yet, but there's some scaffolding popped up over the road on Finley Structures, and there are some less than reputable scaffolding companies around. So, and those are very similar size to scaffolding boards. So, well, this is true, and you know who's going to have a sort of vehicle that you could just hoist scaffolding boards on straight away. Yeah, so we will find out. But if it is a scaffolding company, then I'm assuming their company logo is going to be all over the van that's on CCTV of them stealing. So, well, I mean, if it isn't, well, if their faces are there, the faces are there. But well, yeah, I will find out who's doing it.
I'm so glad I
Absolutely.
took the right off my van.
You couldn't get 12 foot boards in your van. There's too many dead babies in the back of it.
Family friendly, we said.
It'll be fun, they said.
9 minutes in with dead babies up, we said.
Do another S Club game. Or Botana.
Hey.
To be fair, it's good that Tana can get her games in early.
Is she wanting to do one like?
She's not wanting to. She doesn't care how long she stays.
Just get them out of the way.
Yeah, she just starts flagging if it gets later into the night.
No, that's fair. I get that. I mean, it might be worthwhile just getting Tana's games. I mean, could you not just like give her a quick run home? And
yeah,
I'm sure I'd rather be sitting in my own house than sitting in the corner of a cold warehouse.
To be honest, yeah, I could easily do that as well if you were happy. I mean,
absolutely, we can always.
I'm only going to be on for 5 minutes, 10 at most.
Yeah, we can always scooch your games around. Easy peasy, squeeze the lemons.
Tana has said that if she goes to Big Axe tonight, she's going to drop her.
I think she will. If she in playoffs, she will. If there's a Big Axe in playoffs,
she feels like she's going to lift the Big Axe now.
She seems to have gotten very, very pregnant very quickly. Like, I feel like she didn't show for ages, and then all of a sudden it's just like boom, super preggers.
No, we had to go for an emergency scan. That's actually exactly what happened.
Right?
She wasn't
because it got massive.
Yeah, I mean,
quickly.
Everything's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong. But they sent us for like an extra scan because they were like, you were here, and then a week passed, 2 weeks passed, and you were here, and you can literally see on the graph it just goes boom.
Nice.
We've actually now got to go in for another scan on Thursday because now it's plateaued back out again. It literally went from nothing to that.
Right.
And then the problem isn't that it's now gone bad, but they're saying that it hasn't kept on doing that.
Yeah.
So now they need to go
stopped.
for another scan to find out why it's now plateaued.
Fair.
But we're not thinking anything's wrong. I mean, the midwife was like, there's probably nothing wrong, but better safe than sorry.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, she's going to beat Jamie in this game. I'm going to make that prediction now. Tana's going to beat Jamie in this game.
I think she gets in his head and more so now she's pregnant.
Yeah. And people are still scared of her because she's an assassin. Still throwing a full 4-inch blade, flat-faced, into a fucking Premier bull.
Yeah. Most people couldn't even land that in a book.
I know.
I couldn't.
Well, this is the thing, she wasn't originally going to do the Premier League, but she was here with me and she was a bit like, she likes throwing.
Look at that. Another for Tana by 4. By 2. Tana by 2. Yes, Tana. Yes, Tana. I'm glad she's staying now because it puts the pressure on Jamie to throw that pressure clutch. Oh!
That was him. What, were you actually not going to pick her axe up if I'd heckled you? You scumbag.
Get that man a sticker. Oh, she's fluffed it.
She can't step properly, that's the problem.
Poo. It's poo.
Where Tom?
Tana, start slightly further back. Come back by that much. No, tell her to move further back. Nos can't really tell her. Nos is scoring it. 3's better than a 0.
It's because she's putting a bit more into it.
Yeah. I feel really low now in comparison to you. This chair's dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
I have to sit back up.
Is that the one that was inside you?
Yes.
Yes. I did. Because I'm off the days off, I was sat earlier. I was playing Fallout. I had the live stream on the side from last night.
Yeah. Yeah. It just randomly started going down. I don't know what happened. It just went down. I was just sitting on it.
When shit like that happens.
I know. Oh.
Looks like she almost fell over there.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm playing it tonight. If I am, I'm going to get my game queued up against her next. While she's in Drop City. There it is. Much more better. I'm tired today. It's been one of them days.
Yeah, I hear that. I've been arguing the toss about my paternity.
Yeah?
Yeah. Long story short, they turned around and said, "Oh, you can take it as your holiday if you want." Fucking thank you for that. Thank you for letting me take that as my holiday.
I think you're legally entitled to paternity leave. In fact, I think you're legally entitled to take up to 9 months of paternity leave if Tana's not taking it.
Oh.
As far as I think so. I think if only one of you is taking it, then you're legally entitled to take 9 months. I would look into it.
Can I work a part-time job whilst I'm on paternity?
Don't think so. I don't know. I do not know.
Well, potentially, do you know anyone? Who might
What,
be looking?
just looking for a part-time employee?
Aye.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe.
I'd look into it because I'm almost certain that if only one person, if nobody's taken maternity leave, then paternity leave is available for the time. You can't both take 9 months, but I think as long as only one of you is taking it, then. But I don't know where the legality stands with having a job at the same time.
Interesting.
Is it? Good. Google should tell you all the answers you need.
That's true. Or ChatGPT.
The government website will have everything on there as well of what you can and can't take.
Do you know? Have you seen ChatGPT or ChatGP?
ChatGP.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
So basically, Google made this AI. I think it's Google. Or some companies made this AI, and it can imitate human speech so well,
Right.
that it's indistinguishable from a person.
Right.
So what I tried doing was, someone asked me a question at work today, and I typed the question into this ChatGPT just to see how it would answer,
Yeah.
and I copy and pasted it, and no one knew the difference.
Nice. That's fantastic. What was your work emergency yesterday?
Arguing the toss about this.
About paternity. Right.
So basically what I turned to him and I said, basically this whole thing was, we won't give you full paternity unless you've been working here a year. I was like, well, how about I sign a contract to stay with you for 2 years,
Yeah.
and then you give me it? Like, we can't do that, we can't change the policy. I was like, well, you can, because...
Yeah, policies are not law.
Yeah, you're the manager of HR, and it's the same way that, like, if my boss comes to me and asks me to do something, I've never done it before, I can't just say no. Like, I then have to try and do the thing.
Yeah.
You could also try and do the thing here.
Absolutely. Is Club going for a clutch? Narrowly missing it. That bag's good, yeah?
Yeah, really good.
To fit your trainers in?
I haven't tried that.
Fair.
But I'm pretty sure it will. That bit's like massive.
Is it?
Yeah, it goes into the main compartment of the bag.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But so if you don't use it, then you get more of the bag.
Is it worth me buying one to replace the work bag?
But if you do the smaller one, it probably goes in the work bag.
How big is it?
Just get the big one.
Yeah, it seems daft. Seems to have to buy a smaller one when they have a bigger one available. Okay.
I got 6 games.
Nice. Well, I've queued you up. I've queued you up on an early finish, so.
I know, but one of my games is against Gang, so.
So that can happen in 10 minutes' time.
Yeah, I know.
And do that between sessions.
Whose is this?
Jamie's.
Oh, fair enough.
You made an effort,
You did.
sort of.
Kind of, yeah.
Almost as little of an effort as I made today, but I say I've been dealing with theft, so.
That's true.
What's the deal with Del Boy? I thought.
Well, I mean,
is he forfeited this?
I don't know.
Can't
I looked back in the messages and he
was he here last week?
was here on Sunday.
No, was he here in this league last week?
The conversation I had with him was not going to be there tonight again. I don't mind either way if you want to forfeit it or just push it back. I know there's quite a lot of games to catch up on, but no worries, you are going to have to forfeit some games before starting the third game. Get back to the right next week. Sorry? Club with the 27. 2 rounds to 1. Chucky Snodders on deck.
Snodders won that though, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Do you want me to talk about axe throwing?
You can do. I was just messaging Delboy, find out what the crack is. What Labant says.
We have Chucky dressed as an NFL player off the TV, and Snodders dressed as nobody, as usual, or as he claims off the TV in Valhalla. But no one can use that excuse next time if we don't do it off the TV.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he did come dressed up last time. Kind of.
Who did?
He dressed as Dan. What is that?
I have no idea.
It's a nice face to see.
What? I know. Yeah.
I already felt sick.
Ooh. Chucky staying down. Up by 2. Smacking a ball. Clutch called.
She suits her hair.
Oh, just low by Snodders. Yeah, she just suited that colour rather than whatever. Well, I don't even remember what it looked like before.
It was just like light orange.
Like
ginger,
normal ginger.
Just like normal ginger. Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, Zoe!
Fortunate drop there for Zoe.
Don't do it on the floor.
Zoe! Lovely pair of balls.
I actually played quite well in that game.
You did? Yes, you did.
I think I got over 70. If not 70, I think it was 69.
Pair of balls. Right, Jamie even. Sorry, Jamie, do you want to jump in? I've run out of things to talk about, so yeah. I want to go and grab a drink. So if you want to jump in and do some chittity chatting. It is if you don't push. It is getting off that one, yeah. Who's come?
Dickie thinks anybody who doesn't pay 50% tax. Pay 50% tax. I'd rather just not pay any tax. I'd heart attack. I know I had a heart attack this year. I filled in my self-assessment form and had to pay tax.
I filled one in and got a letter saying that I had to pay a certain amount, and I got another letter saying I don't have to pay anything, and I really don't know why.
I would form them.
I got quite lucky. I got a letter saying they owed me some money.
That's never going to happen. I didn't know if that was why though, because last year I know I paid too much last year.
Oh, that could be it. If we have any tax accountants in the chat.
No?
Charlie Clark, what's the outfit today, Carl? He's come as a country and western fan. Tricky has come as an accountant. Kat has come as a typical early naughty schoolgirl. Yeah, I know. Typical.
Schoolgirl themed TV thing, or Hollyoaks, or any school.
St. Trinity's famous for the phrase, you were only supposed to blow the doors off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch on that lack of film trivia.
I thought, oh, I can come as that tomorrow instead.
Oh.
Oh, like 71 in my birthday.
Oh, well done. Go on, Chucky!
Would you like to join the stream, Tara, and take my seat?
We can pull up another pew for you at the end there.
You can find out what it's like to be Statler. No rewards for us.
Are these people either really early or really late?
Because you're looking surprised that people are arriving, but it is a business that does tend to have customers.
Yeah, but it tends to be. But it tends to be on the hour.
Ah. I mean, to be fair, they might buy drinks while they're here.
Yeah. Oh! That makes way after my language.
I mean, we were supposed to be doing that anyway.
This is what we need, like Valhalla
Yeah.
Well, we can jump in.
Well, they don't do anything, do they?
When you say we can jump in, what are we jumping in to do?
I give Darren Bellamy to.
Ah, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I just get comfy. I know. It must be fate. Yeah, sorry.
You can join.
Well, why not? Oh, I feel bad leaving people in the row.
Well, it's hard to have a bit, unless there's a lot of people in the chat. It's hard to actually make a conversation with yourself.
That's kind of the thing, isn't it? Like, I struggle if I'm on my own, especially if there's like nobody in. It's like, ooh.
Is that just on the stream, or is that just in general that you just don't do well on your own?
Do you know what? Yeah, both.
I don't.
Come to think of it. When I'm on the street, sometimes it's just like, yes, somebody threw an axe. Oh, they scored some points.
There's a guy who lives near me, and I hate it because every time I go out and walk the dogs, I talk to myself. And every time I start talking to myself in a way that's clearly me just talking to myself like a crazy person, he's always there at his back gate having a tab. And he's the one person in the town who very clearly knows that I talk to myself regularly. Like,
here comes the local crazy. Yep, here he is.
Well, no, I mean, like at 1 a.m, there's no one around. I'm just sat chatting away to myself, and he's sat there having a tab watching me talk to myself like I'm a lunatic. I hate it.
Well, yeah, you're out at 1 o'clock in the morning talking to yourself.
No, that's not the odd neighbours. They're odd.
I mean, clearly.
They don't respond.
Oh, they're like that.
Like, I walk past now, it's becoming my new hobby to very clearly and audibly look at him and say, "You're right," just for him to not respond.
Make them. It's at this point. It's like I just want to make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, because there's like a certain point where it's like you clearly think you're some sort of hard guy. Like, I'm not going to respond to that. But at a certain point, if someone just keeps saying hello to you and you just stand there, you don't look like a hard bloke. Your choice is either to actually do something about it and take a swing at me, or you just look like a dickhead.
Yeah, it's like you're just being a knob now.
Yeah,
it's
you're not
like,
a tough guy. You're just a knob.
It's not even that. They look like a family out of like the Hills of Eyes or something.
Oh
Like,
god.
it's not like they're just rude. It's like,
Yeah.
that.
Like, they got a dog on. I was out on the walk and I saw him and I was like, this is, bear in mind, the only two of us out here about sort of 11 o'clock at night. I see him like, you alright? I very clearly say to him, he just looks at me, I'm like...
You should just go, obviously not then.
That's what I did say, actually.
Did you?
He still didn't respond.
I found myself saying that. It was like, hey, are you alright? It's just nothing. You just go, obviously not.
No?
It doesn't stop me. Next time, I just make it feel like, how are you? Are you alright? Talk to me. Just to really... Yeah, exactly. Just to, like, you will respond. It's just like, I'm getting quite a bit of satisfaction out of just making you feel uncomfortable now.
Yeah.
It's got to the point. All I ask is for a hello.
Yeah.
But you couldn't even do that, so now I'm going to make you.
He wouldn't even need a hello. He just need a nod. Like I didn't even need a hello. He could have just gone, yeah.
I'm going to have to get S Club to move his shit.
Holy shit! He's got a table to himself.
Who?
S Club. That's his bag with his nugs on and stuff. On the floor where it belongs.
Everybody's stuff on the living line and put it on the floor.
It's ironic because that's where S Club was not that long ago, on the floor.
What?
Nothing. Bad joke.
The funny his coat on the floor last week.
The funny thing is,
Stick it off that chair.
given his state where you put that, I don't think he can get to any of that anymore. I think that's pretty much lost to him now. I don't think he can get down there, and he definitely can't get up.
yourself in the shower and dislocate your knee.
I mean,
Well done.
that's advice we can all live by.
Exactly.
I'll just learn to do it like me. Yeah, just be better. So much for PG.
Yeah, that went out the window.
Yeah, it did. I mean,
Where did that even come from?
I
Carl,
don't know.
did you actually ask any
Jamie
point-
mentioned it yesterday, and the first thing I sat down, and the first thing came out of my mouth was something about like an erection.
Yeah, it was.
So it was just like, well, that sort of ended as quickly as it started.
I don't even know where it came from. Like, Carl, were you the one who asked for this channel to be more PG, or where did that come from?
Sorry?
Were you the one who asked for this channel to be more PG?
I'm going to one more time.
Were you the one who asked for the channel to be more PG, more family friendly?
When we do the next round of leagues,
Yeah.
it's going to be
It's gonna be really family friendly.
not really family friendly, but we're going to maybe slightly less talk about fisting. And, I know it's always me that brings it up.
Yeah. It's going to be difficult me being on the stream then.
And I think there's going to be a blanket ban on Dan being behind the camera or anywhere near a microphone.
Dan?
Yeah.
Which?
Well, he's the king of faux pas at the moment, so
Yeah, that's.
I think we're better.
That was a rough one.
It was. Let's not talk about it because then I'll just recount what he said. And then we're all in trouble.
I mean, we're not. I'm an active. I've always stood for equality in all of its forms. I've always argued for it.
Again, let's just. Yeah, we'll move past that one. 'Cause I will utter the words again. I won't mean to, but I will.
It'd be funny.
Get that on. These two down here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Prem to do fun like that, isn't it?
Yeah, because we've got
Staff are working and.
It might
all
be
that
me,
stuff.
I think, 'cause I think I've got a game against Dan.
Potentially. Who do I have you later on, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, there's me and you. I've played Zoe, I've got Carl, and I've got.
I'd really like to win my game against you, because we're literally one game apart each other in the league.
Are we?
I believe so.
What, are you ahead of me? Or?
I'm ahead by one win.
Right. Oh, in that case, I need to win that one.
But I also need you to not win that one, because then I would be below you. And that's not what I want.
I know. A lot of people don't want to be underneath me. But
something you get told on quite regularly.
Yeah, but to be fair, I never actually asked them in the first place.
It's very considerate of them, like pre-reject.
Well, yeah, it's true. Yeah, see, this is why I shouldn't be trusted on the street. Especially not as of next league.
Years ago, obviously, like long before me and Tana had even met, there was once a girl I was into, and I said to my friend, I was like, can you go find out what she thinks of me? And I wasn't in the friend zone. I was in a lower rung of hell than that. He's like a brother to me.
Right, okay, yeah. Don't say that.
May as well have just taken 100-yard dash and booted him in the
Well, joined that at the wrong time. He just heard brother and
I see James as like my middle-class brother. What's the issue with that?
Yeah, that.
Like a skull and bone society sort of thing.
Secret handshake club.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dan needs to stop that. Drop in.
And an interesting move to get away from his dropping. He's picked up a fox.
What's worse is using two.
He's using two foxes.
He's using what was your black fox for bulls, and he's using what is. So, I had this clarified. It is still Noz's fox, but he's done sort of commandeered it for this league somehow.
I mean,
for some reason.
You're his friend, and you were the one who sharpened that axe. Were you not tempted to sort of step in and give an intervention of some sort to stop him throwing two foxes? They just say, Dan, there are people here who love you, who care about you, and they want to see you do really well. You've got a lot of potential, and we all want to see you go to Canada and do well, and this isn't the way.
See, the thing is, it's like Dan seems to do really, really well with those foxes. I don't really understand like how he keeps like swapping around, because it wasn't that long ago. He was absolutely like he was nailing clutches with that hank.
Yeah, with the hank.
And then he just sort of went, no, I'm going to throw a fox.
He had the issue of legality with the hank, though. Like, it's all well and good.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's all well and good, sort of being like, oh, it's in. And I'm sure when he measured that, I saw it was 5 inches.
It's 5 inches from the the belly of the blade, but if you measure from the tip where it's like slightly recessed, it's under. So it's you're right. I remember now.
And I think, to be fair, something borderline like that could come under it's for the judge's decision. That being said, if you were going to throw in Canada on like the world stage, arguably
could be a bit funny.
Yeah.
Which fair enough, But at the same time, it was like, come on, guys. It's like probably not even an eighth of an inch back.
I know we're probably asking a little bit much, but it would be nice if we could get some justification behind some of those rules. Because the one about 5 inches, I can't help but look and just think, what rule are you trying to... What exploit are you trying to block off by saying that it has to be 5 inches? Would 4.5 inches break the game? If someone walked in with 4.5 inches, would that ruin it? It's ruined many of my nights, but would it ruin axe throwing?
I mean,
just like that.
I mean, snap. I understand. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, is that going to break the game, or is it going to be? Is it going to be too advantageous to someone?
Yeah, like what I'm trying to say is,
like, does it give them too much of a leg up?
Was Dan's hank just such a fucking legendary bit of kit that if anyone throwing that would have instantly had an advantage? No. It was a very reasonable axe. Like, I understand when people are walking in with an axe that literally looks like a unicorn's head. That's clearly stupid.
That's a little bit different, isn't it? Yeah.
But when you're looking at it like an axe, it's very clearly an axe.
I've just remembered there, because Dan kind of recoiled a little bit, and he's got a really bad wrist. He's done something with it.
Oh yes, I think I saw it yesterday. He threw and he just looked like he crippled himself on a throw somehow.
He just did it there. So I thought he was good that he missed, but he was clutching his wrist, and I think, oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Is he a southpaw, Dan, or has he just switched his hand over because his wrist's hurting?
Is he a what?
Yeah, he switched.
He switched?
He goes either way.
That is what I've heard.
Oh, yeah.
You see, I said that's what I've heard, but you sounded very knowing in that, like, yes, he does.
Well, I've known him long enough to know.
Yeah.
Why there's the whole triangle, isn't there?
What's the triangle?
Herman's simply Nigerian.
Yeah.
Right. Fair.
I prefer to call it the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
But yes.
So where do you fall in this? Are you?
No, that's just Dan's nickname.
It could be more like Orion, belt gimply in the middle and the 2 stars on either side.
Although that's going to be Toronto, down in the middle of the ring and Oz either side.
I quite like that, actually, yeah, with the Orion's belt of axe throwing.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think what would have to be facing towards us for it to be a star.
Oh dear God. I'm suddenly less fond of the idea. Never mind. We'll stick with the Holy Trinity. I'm happy with that.
I reckon we should.
Oh, beautiful. Right, so what's everyone else's excuse? Dan's just done one with his left hand.
Well, now I need to go throw in a game.
I could potentially be throwing them up in the computer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I shouldn't throw right hand, never mind left.
I've been doing it on my own, that's for sure.
Yep, and I'm back.
And my back hurts.
That's the problem with that chair. You have to have very good posture.
See, I don't either, like you say, very good posture, or just arc over it and lean against it. And that's the only thing I can do.
Or as Tricky said last night, posture of the question.
Like the thing is, if you go side on.
Do you reckon like customers are looking at like what orders have on and think, right, because not everyone's like there's only a very minute few.
Yeah. They just look at you two and think, what the hell's the matter?
Thank you.
There we go. Yeah.
It's an improvement for the live feed.
I think there's some very obvious.
Love the hat tonight. Thank you very much, Heather Hurst. Yeah, we have axe throwing, and we have the general public in tonight, so it's a little bit noisier than normal.
It is.
We have Tricky wearing a fez. I thought he took on his way to a lodge meeting, but apparently he's come as Tommy Cooper.
It would be really funny if at his last game he just like fell down.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Like we could maybe arrange that.
Do you know what I thought was weird? This is completely different. But when I was getting ready tonight, and I thought, oh, like, I don't want to dress like too out there, because obviously I'm acting in public arena. I didn't want to. But then I thought, isn't it weird that that's like a thing? Is it not weird that like the term sexy schoolgirl is a thing? It is weird, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Of course it's weird.
Yeah. It's
quite
not
a
normal.
really common thing though,
Yeah, they always do it.
and it still is.
Yeah.
But it's really weird.
So that we're feeding a really weird fantasy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if Jimmy Savile's behind that.
Oh, yeah, probably somewhere. I'm sure he'll have been behind one as well.
Yeah. Why Bill Cold and Dead.
You only have to watch like some TV and film programs and stuff from like
Wednesday.
ages ago. What?
Have you seen Wednesday? Where we have, do you know when we did the boat race? And we have all these school age girls in leather and like that.
Yeah, I know. But
That was a little bit weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't revealing or...
But still though, would you be happy with a 15-year-old girl wearing latex?
I mean, we have had Layla in here in less. On fancy dress.
Well-
Her choice with her mother here.
But let's said about
She's
the
16.
Oh, she's 16 now.
still illegal to photograph.
It's like, but there are like this like programs that are on, and it's like some of the stuff that they say in it. I'm like, oh, that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's bordering a bit on the illegal.
Yeah. But anyway, let's
Yes,
change
anyhow,
the
yeah.
Anyway,
conversation.
Back to Rich having a fake heart attack.
Yeah, Tara, how attached to Tricky? How attached to Tricky are you? Yeah,
I'm part of his insurance, so I'm alright.
Yeah. Correct answer.
right.
But he's all decorated in his
As you said that, he turned around and looked so worried. He's going, I hope, yeah. So for those who aren't aware, Tricky Ember Fez, apparently his fiancée is on the insurance. So if he does have a heart attack by the end of the night, meh, she'll be happy.
saying if he's on his last game, if he was fake, it's like a heart
Who
attack.
fake? Is he allergic to anything?
No.
Pity.
Can we stop planning a real one and just like stick with the acting?
But Kat, we won't put your theories to test. You know, when she's behind the camera, we can't get a word out of her.
Yeah, it's true.
Stand her off camera.
What?
You.
Me?
Yeah. When you're here, you sit there going, "Ah, da, 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 da." Having like your little music club.
My karaoke.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Valhalla North.
North.
Valhalla North.
La,
Karaoke.
la, 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 la,
It can
North.
be on, that can be on after
Valhalla,
Valhalla.
no.
Karaoke.
Valhalla.
Karaoke with Kat from the Axe Girls.
Is it axe scoring again?
Yeah.
No, Nos hit.
Oh, right, yeah.
Do you know what it is? If that was me, it would be hell to pay. I would be ridiculed.
Yeah, but you're not the Persian Python.
You mean the Golden Child? Claire, if you're out there, is the Golden Child of Valhalla. We're going to have so many spin-offs from this live feed.
It makes it all interesting, though.
Yeah. We need to do the podcast.
We do, don't we?
Yeah.
We don't. We, like, absolutely not attach the company name.
Oh, Axe Throwing After Dark.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah.
Almost Axe Throwing After Dark would be better.
Almost, yeah.
We could maybe do it on the Monday between leagues.
Yeah.
Because
That would be quite good.
we're all pretty much free.
Like,
Yeah.
you mean after leagues? Like afterwards,
No,
because
then
we see.
the 4 weeks between. So
I see what you mean.
And then
Right.
before the next league
I thought you meant
starts.
do it every week after league.
Oh, well, yeah, we
Because that would be really good. Because we always tend to we get it get it going. We get the ball rolling during the league.
Yeah.
And then when we go outside, we all start talking about stuff for about 4 hours.
Yeah.
So it's like, why don't we just do that, but elsewhere, and record it?
like we could do it in here.
Yeah,
We've got the
inside
microphone.
in the warm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Warmer.
Yeah, just sit, get some chairs, put them in the lanes.
Yeah.
Just in a sort of square.
Yeah.
And just talk shit.
Get some food.
Microphone in the middle of this one. That'll do. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
I reckon we should.
I think it'd be absolutely hilarious.
I agree. I mean, it'd be even better if you could include some alcohol in there and just to add fuel to the fire.
We do serve it.
Yeah. Just literally add fuel to
And
the
we
fire.
all work and have money.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately, though, some of us then have to go from here to their jobs or then have to drive home.
I mean,
Yeah.
I suppose, but
It's 5 and drive, isn't it? Oh, we've got Ben here, the resident.
No, we haven't. Eh? Oh, yeah, we do. The policeman officer.
policeman officer.
I haven't had a cunt all night, drinks to
It's like Randy from South America. It's just what seems to be the officer problem.
Is South Park still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've
They're
just
taking the piss out of Harry and Meghan.
yeah. They just did that thing where they go on. Is it the Jimmy Kimmel show or Conan or something like that? Just go with big signs that goes, "We want privacy. We want privacy." Which,
I don't.
to be honest, I found it really funny.
Is that taking a mick or is that just highly accurate?
It's both.
Like, we want privacy, but here's our Oprah interview, our Netflix documentary, our multiple...
Yeah, it's both. I mean, it's accurate, but it's exaggerated, but like
But
funny.
that's what South Park does to everybody.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah, it's fucking brilliant.
Sorry, I'm just trying to work out what the board did against Dickie there.
What?
Dickie threw that axe so hard it was like he was throwing us at a peasant.
He does that. It's like...
It's like the board got Tanya pregnant.
yeah, it's right.
Oh!
Dear.
That could be a practice.
That is why you take... Yes, that's why you practice.
It is hard throwing with a injured wrist.
Especially big axe.
His man got an injury. hasn't
He's been carrying it for a couple of weeks, to be fair. It's just coming to fruition now.
Ooh.
That's the one there by the tricky.
He was beating it like it was isn't he?
Oh, he's not sure.
That looks like a one from here.
Thing is, it could be anything till the ref's seeing us.
The umpire's decision is final. What's he say?
Could some boy go next door and ask for the big axe back?
That was clearly buried into the paint.
He is hitting it with a lot of venom.
He does that.
Yeah. Like me and Logs get gypped for it, but Tricky's for true damage.
Oh, dear.
Dan's just...
Wah, wah.
I think he's going to have to come to yours for a beer after
Are you
this.
kidding me?
What?
The office experience is like, you know, like the Friends experience you could go to when you was in Newcastle and stuff. No,
Yeah.
No.
it's like they do the sets and stuff.
Right.
So like so they like travel around and it's like the set and
Yeah,
stuff and things like that.
Is it the
It's in
actual set?
Toronto. Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Well, it's by the actual company.
Oh, fair.
So it's got like props and stuff like that. And then the last day, it's in Toronto from March, and the last day it's in Toronto is the 4th of June, and we get down the 5th.
Oh.
Unlucky.
You best go to Calgary after that.
Can you not change it?
See you soon.
Yeah, but
See ya.
Who is that?
me first.
Is that me face?
Yeah,
right, I can
throw-
finally put a feet.
Meat feast.
Yeah. I can finally put a name to his face.
Yeah, throws in. Did throw in BNT, yeah.
He does.
I have, yeah.
Still.
Took he?
I haven't done that in a while, so.
I've never been allowed to do it.
What an absolute.
Well, I'm not now.
Yeah.
No.
I started on the NTA, but
I think BNT is a great league. I wish
do you know what? It was fantastic. I almost wish I didn't have an 81, so I could go do it again.
Yeah.
It was
To be
good.
fair, it's still a good standard.
Oh, run, Chuck, run!
It's what?
It's still a great standard there in the NTA.
Oh god, yeah.
Although Steve is under pressure now because the previous two winners have hit their 81 in the league and gone on to win it. He's hit his 81 in the league, finished top of the league, so no pressure, Steve, but you got to win play.
Yeah,
He
he
didn't get
kind
an
of has
81
to
in
now, doesn't he?
NTA though, did he? Is
Yeah.
that an NTA in
It was, wasn't it?
Extract?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that an
No.
81 in Monday League?
No, he hit it first.
No, it was a Sunday league.
Yeah, it was, because I wasn't here.
Oh yeah, it was.
I wasn't
Right.
here
Because
for
it was a
that
Sunday.
Right,
Because I came in and
because he got 2, didn't he?
That's
Yeah.
right,
And then he
yeah.
got 2 in the action the week after, yeah.
yeah, because I came in and went in the commentary booth for a bit.
If we have any of the wine club present, if you could just double check when.
Who's the
Charge.
wine club?
Well, predominantly Tracy, Sophie, and you.
Okay. I need to start drinking more wine when I'm on it then.
Yep.
Good luck.
Oh, and Claire as well.
To be fair, I was drunk last time I was in the comments.
We could tell.
I've been at a baby shower.
We know.
I would do it.
I'm so glad blokes don't have to do that.
If I were a woman, I wouldn't do it.
What?
Baby shower.
No, I can't imagine.
In my head, that came across as Baby Shark. I wouldn't do it, Baby Shark.
Wouldn't do a baby
I
shower.
wouldn't have a baby.
Well,
I would have the baby shower.
It's
I
like,
wouldn't
let's
have
have
the
the shower, but not the kid.
Yeah.
Isn't that just theft?
No.
No.
It's up to them people if you want to come or not. Technically just a party. You could just have a birthday party, I guess.
Just call it a baby shower. It's not my baby shower, but it's a baby shower.
Yeah. Someone's had a baby today.
Yeah, it's like someone has somewhere.
Do you reckon there's ever been a day where a baby wasn't born?
I've sort of wondered that. I would doubt it, but
I wonder if that'll be like the signs of the end of time. When fertility finally stopped being a thing.
it could do with not being a thing for a little while. There's too many of us. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's other options, isn't there? Or do you mean people just not do it?
Just like in general, like
Stop.
like children, it's the Children of Men. That really
Yes,
crap film.
good that. You read the book?
No,
Me neither.
I've heard of it,
I
I've
took it
not
on
seen
the
it.
plane to read
Already.
it, and I started reading the first page. I was like, this is too deep to read, like, on a plane. Because you get distracted and stuff from that, so... I bought my book today for my... plane journey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many coffees have you had today?
None.
Red
I
Bull?
haven't been very well today, actually.
For a change.
I feel really uncomfortable in my outfit.
Oh.
See, this is why I don't dress up.
Well, it'd be alright if there wasn't like a group of women, like, and not
Like,
a lot of other people
I mean,
dressed up.
To be honest, they look like the bingo club, so they're gonna like look at you a little bit funny.
But for those who aren't aware, Cass is coming from Naughty Schoolgirl from St. Trinius.
I want this school girl. Well, I guess they are naughty.
Well, loose tie, few buttons undone,
Freckles.
freckles, more makeup than you should be allowed
It's
at
like
school.
it's like a Channel 5
more
special.
makeup than I ever wear.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like if I was like, I remember at school, if anyone dared to wear lipstick, they were like, you can get that off. But that's a different conversation.
I
Yeah.
don't really dress up very often at all. And then when I do
don't.
dress up, people are like,
When do we find out what the next thing is?
About 3 days before.
Yeah, it will be. The Halloween one was like the day before. It was just on mint.
I did request that we have a bit more.
You did, and even Carl was like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Wait, he's not here.
can play theirs because they're next door, Steve. Yeah. So, we could do that.
Del Boy, if you're out there, let us know if you're turning up. Oh, here we are. We are
Here
the
he is.
middle class boys. I feel slightly.
Rolly, you know.
I'd rather be middle class than school in July.
Pardon?
For people who went to school, they'll know that meant no class. You got that, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, thank you.
I got that one.
Oh, it's just a private education banter.
It's just
Yeah.
education, bad.
Well, yeah. It is really. Yeah.
It's been that long since I was at school, I can't remember holidays.
To be honest, it was long enough. It took me a second. It was long enough for me, and I've got. How long have I got on you?
About a decade.
Right. Okay. I was gonna guess that, but yeah.
Yeah, you're
You've got about 7 years on me, because you're 23,
5.
25.
11
I
years.
thought you were younger.
Everyone else, they either think that like, you know, now that I'm 25, people think I'm 21, but when I was 21, they think I'm 30.
For me, it was I remembered you were a lot younger than you looked, but I couldn't remember by how much. So like I looked at you and
Oh,
then went,
yeah,
he's younger than he appears to be.
I am kind of one of those. I don't really look my age.
I
Yeah.
think it's because you're associated with Dan as well.
There is that. All my friends are older.
I've never been
My
like
age,
this
35, 36, I think.
Dan, no, he's 31, 32.
Is he?
I honestly never.
He only had his 30th a year or two ago. I can't remember which it is actually. I think he's just turned 30, 31.
Yeah, some boyfriend you are.
Yeah. Isn't that just part of what happens in a marriage?
Yeah.
Just like you eventually forget. I know
Me
people's
and Tom had a
birthdays.
sort of good sort of 45 minutes to work out how long we've been together, like how many years it was. And it's only by sort of like mentioning landmark things that happened in the various years where we were together to then count back from them.
Yeah.
Me and my significant other, we don't actually have a proper start date. We sort of like drifted
Yeah, it was like,
together and
here's when you met, and then you just kind of merged.
yeah.
Yeah,
You did think that you are like a couple, like she's not a lodger that you've got this sort of relationship with in your head.
It'd be the other way around. I'm a lodger, to be fair. No, I don't. No, definitely not a lodger. She would have evicted me by now. But it was one of those very organic relationships. Like, we were friends and then sort of got very drunk together.
You can't stand each other.
No, we're quite loving and happy.
Lean over and plug that in. Yeah, Jim.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that was below the belt.
Yes, I already have your next 2 projects after
For God's sake, I've only halfway through one. I've got another one to start, and now you've got another 2.
Yeah. So
Do tell.
Are we on about Axis or babies?
Axis.
Oh,
For those who
Then I
aren't
don't know.
aware, Herman G is the man behind Northern Axe Works. Is that correct?
working on it.
Oh, God.
I'm shit with tech, so I'm
Well,
doing my best.
we have a web expert.
Who?
That's literally what I do for a living.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why don't you tell me this? We talk every night.
Well, that's kind of where the conversation was leading to.
Well,
I couldn't make you one.
if you watch the
That
live
might be handy, actually.
if you watch the live stream back,
I'll tell you what, like, website, free act.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, I mean, because like Obi's doing one, because he's doing me a promo video. So.
yeah, we need to get that organised. Actually,
Yes, we do.
sorry, we have our commentator being undressed and looking like one of the urban youth in it, lads.
Pretty big.
Yeah, his hip hop album's just sold platinum.
Let's have a look.
Well,
Fuck me.
That just looks fucking perfect on you. Straight from Marrakesh.
I can imagine him trying to sell me a dodgy carpet now.
Do you know what
Or a
it
small
is?
monkey.
My mind went through. My mind went through that. I went, no, I can't stand on Nottage turf. With him being the Persian prince.
Part of me kind of wishes you'd bought. Part of me kind of wishes I'd given that to you originally, and you could have bought Pressure Long as like a little vest and a monkey costume.
Oh yeah.
That would have been fucking perfect.
I don't think Peter Craig has the confidence for that. Oh, Tanner's throwing a perfect round.
No, but I don't think he's got.
No, she's actually throwing pretty.
I don't think he's got enough about him to resist that either. It's like, no, you are coming as a monkey. Well, all right.
To be fair, we did bully him into doing bubbles. He's never watched Trailer Park Boys.
See, that's what I mean. It's like,
But it's the perfect thing. All he needed was a pair of spectacles. But yeah, he's never watched it.
is that what it was yesterday?
Bubbles, yeah.
Because I was trying to work it out. I was like, can't figure this one out.
That's why he had a kitten.
Is that what that was? I thought it was like a seal or something.
No, the little kitten.
Was it Pusheen?
Yeah.
Ah, right, I see.
I've never.
Because I couldn't see very well. Didn't have my glasses on yesterday. I couldn't see very well. I thought it was like a fucking seal.
At one point, I looked up and he was cuddling it like that.
Yes.
And he had a full sorry loaf.
It is just.
Oh, not even a full, just like the last third of a sorry loaf. He gnawed on
Oh,
it.
did he actually have one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because me and Rich were talking about it. It says all he needs now is a sorry loaf. I must have missed that one.
No, he had a soaring loaf in one hand, he had the cat in the other. And when we.
Yeah.
Us too. Ah, all right, okay.
So going in, it's going over.
That's what she said.
Clearly not.
That's very true. That's very, very true. Herman and Cat. Has Del Boy's name got a line through it? Refresh the iPad, please. It should have. Thank you.
Did he confirm he can't make it, or is it
Yes.
just now?
No, you can.
Love the hat tonight. I'm guessing that's me, Heather. Thank you.
What? Your finger's bleeding. Right? Well, Heather's James. Darren's friend.
Yes.
Yes.
One of the fan club.
Yes. One of the Snodders massive.
The Snodders massive.
The only fucking fans you've got's OnlyFans.
I mean, that's not a bad one. I'll be honest, if Snodders making his money off OnlyFans, more power to him.
Wish I had the confidence.
How are you tonight, Heather? Let's have a chat. How are you tonight? We've never actually spoken, so let's get to know Heather. Since you're in the chat, let's find out some crap.
Who is Heather?
Who is, more importantly, why is Heather?
Why is, yeah.
Philosophical.
I was about to say it's nice to see Jamie back on form again, but I didn't know whether you got that in.
He's stopped using his caveman axe, and I don't understand why, because he was throwing fire with it.
You mean his little aggie?
Yeah, the little...
So, he was throwing it, and then I believe it was Noz said something to him with the effect that he needs to stop throwing it and throw his other axe. And so he switched back to it, but I agree with you, I miss his little aggie.
Yeah, I don't know, this is the issue, this is why I have one axe and I stick with it. I mean, obviously this is a scam, but I just got a thing from a Lisa Lee on Instagram.
Right.
Hey Carl, I work with EPN Supplements and we'd love to bring you on board as an official athlete. This would include free product, weekly pay, exposure through our Instagram account, etc. Let's have a look at their Instagram account, shall I? And see how much exposure I would get from all of their 11 followers.
To be fair, you blend right in with the rest of their clients.
Oh my days. Block. I mean, I should be recognised as an official athlete for something.
Yeah.
But how many people can say they're European champion?
I'll be honest, if you could leverage that into a sponsorship from Soaring, it would be golden.
This is very true. I bought some Saurine today. I've never actually tried normal malt loaf Saurine.
It's nice with butter.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a slice with butter. I've had them Daft bars, like the lemon and strawberry and apple and chocolate. The chocolate Saurine's unreal, but I can't find it anywhere. Heather's gone awfully quiet since we asked her about herself.
Yeah.
ASL, Heather. ASL.
I'm starting to think that Heather is actually just
Darren. He's just created himself a fake account.
What were you just like inundated with like a load of women going, you know what, I think he's just the most handsome bastard to ever walk the earth.
Look at him. He has the look of somebody that would do that, doesn't he?
It's more than he just put his phone away when we said it.
And all of a sudden a message has come through after he puts his phone away. Weird. Right, that's the new thing now. We always said you were your biggest fan, Darren. Oh Christ! You know what?
The creepy thing is when he starts reacting to his OnlyFans. Takes his shirt off.
Out of one account and into the other.
Keep it going. Jeez, can you imagine going to the Halifax and having to explain that?
Sorry?
Can you imagine having to go to the Halifax and explain that one?
You seem to be spending the exact amount that you're making on OnlyFans. How does that work?
Sometimes I just feel pretty.
Buying his own OnlyFans account and butt plugs. That's the only thing he spends his money on. Right, well, so that's we came full circle and got back around to fisting again. So, so yeah, hold down the fort. I will be back.
No worries. That tickled me. I think you should. I always thought your cookie business was a good one. Just needed a bit more time and love. Anyone out there, would anyone buy... If someone was wanting to buy cookies, that interesting cookies, what would be like the flavour they'd want? Pitch your weirdest workable cookie flavours. I have an audience. I mean, it might just be... To be fair, at the minute the audience might actually just be Snodders, because since he started playing, we've got no more chat.
Oh. Does it not say how many people tune in?
Just jumped on. Indeed, love the look. Thank you. When does... I forgot the name again.
Tommy Cooper.
Tommy Cooper.
Old comedian, magician.
White chocolate and coconut. There you go.
Coconut, yeah. It's a good combo.
That's a winner.
So actually, I used to have a cookie business quite some time ago. And that's where the cookie subject ended coming up.
Yeah. Thinking about it as a thing to do, basically restart again.
More comments? No, Sophie's on now.
Me and Chris love Tommy Cooper. Hi, Chris came over and tried me hat earlier.
Oh, see, it's weird that Heather's not comment now that Darren's in a game and he hasn't got access to his phone.
Yeah, I've already said that. I'm just waiting for him to walk off there and just like for another message to pop up going, God, he's just a specimen when he throws.
Milk chocolate and macadamia nuts.
I remember they used to do the macadamia nut ones at Subway. Used to love those cookies.
I think they still do them, don't they?
I don't know, it's been a while since I've had a Subway cookie.
Do you know what? I've had such a hankering for cookies the last couple of days. I'm gonna go make some tomorrow. Go to Tesco in the morning, I'll get everything I need and I'll make some. I'll make rich cookies. It's so good.
See the weirdest one Tana makes? Cheese crinkle. It's basically a cheese cookie.
Yeah.
It works.
Oh, that sounds filthy, but I want it. I want it all.
It's a Filipino snack.
Is it?
And she made it, and it's spot on.
I've been getting into a little bit of sort of Asian cuisine recently. I'm enjoying it. We've been buying the Itsu stuff, your gyros and your all that kind of business. We've been buying loads of it recently, and I'm learning to like other foods. I'm very picky with what I will and won't eat, but I'm trying shit. Catch yourself, right? Let's just try just different dishes. If you've got any recommendations on food that might enjoy.
Tocino. Tocino.
It's a bit of prepping. It's basically very sweet pork.
Spell it for me, please.
Tocino. Tocino.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was one of the... I think that was like the second Filipino dish you did for us, and I like that.
You marinate it for like a couple of days in the fridge.
Sweet.
And it's like, usually it's like pineapple juice and like brown sugar and other bits.
I've always been very reserved about what I want. I still don't do much greenery, to be honest, but I'm coming around to it. I've only recently discovered a liking for onions.
I see, onions I tend to put in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like,
I like the flavour of onions, and if you crisp the shit out of them, I will eat them. I just cannot do the texture of the texture of a cooked.
Slimy.
Yeah, dirty. I don't like it.
Oh, I tell you look lovely and still smashing axe throwing.
Oh, thank you. I try my best. Try not to give birth as I'm doing it.
I still think you're going to give birth in playoffs.
I think it'll be Big Axe that will do it for me.
Yeah.
We will see.
To be fair, you were saying you were feeling heavy this morning, like.
I'm feeling very heavy.
Even Carl was saying it looks like you got pregnant overnight.
Yeah, like you weren't really showing that much upset. Yeah.
Definitely a massive growth spurt.
Oh, I missed that.
In the bump.
Chris, you're a commentator, aren't you?
I'll be honest, I didn't even watch the game.
We were talking about cookies.
Looks like the apprenticeship failed.
I mean, I'm on the equipment. I monitored the equipment, just not the game.
So not the games, the whole point of commentating.
Have you ever actually tried to sit and give commentary on axe throwing and just comment on the throwing of the axes?
Yeah.
That's where we lose a lot of our viewers.
It's funny, but when I go away and come back and watch them all.
You spend 15 minutes talking about butter or cookies or something completely unrelated.
Right, I'll have you know, the cookie conversation is getting a fair bit of.
Do you know the best cookies I've ever had? Ever had the worst Waters Bunkermeyer cookies. And they're crispy on the outside, but soft on the inside. But not good. It must be an educational thing, because we got them at college.
Incidentally, I just saw Sophie's post as well there. Maple pecan cookies are the insert female.
Crispy on the outside?
I can imagine so. That sounds like a nice.
Yeah. Maple's good on anything sweet. In fact, Maple's good on even anything savoury, like maple bacon.
Yeah, you could get away with maple bacon pecan cookies, maybe.
You can. Oh, see how. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, there's a pretty good chance because what is it? I think what is it? We're due within about a week of each other. Because I think you were you're the 19th.
Yes.
And I want to say that you were the 11th. Was it, Claire?
Yeah, I think they're a week ahead.
No, I'm trying to work out how close them two are to actually ending up giving birth on the same day. Like how much is actually in it? Because very few people actually give birth on the day. It's not like, you know.
I think we've got a fortnight.
I mean, that's the thing. There's about a fortnight overlap, and that's easily enough for.
No, it's a high possibility because like right now, like both of us, we're in that mark where it's any time, any second kind of thing, and it's just, I guess it just depends whenever the baby's like ready to go.
Well, yeah. So if Claire was the 11th and you're the 19th, that means that literally it would just be 8 days early for you, which is still on time. And
it's in that time frame.
Easily.
That would be funny.
It would. I've got a hankering for like bacon cupcakes now. Candied bacon cupcakes.
Nah, I'm in the mood for like sweets as well. Cookies.
5 minutes ago you were in the mood for a steak.
I can still be in the mood for any.
You're still in the mood for a steak as well?
I still am. Once this baby comes out, I am having my steak.
First meal's going to be a tuna sandwich. Then we'll go for steak.
First meal, in the hospital will be a tuna sandwich of some sorts, and then
Viking Valkyrie. I can't wait for baby Vi. Yeah.
all the axe throwing babies.
The axe babies.
Axe babies.
That almost sounds like a really adorable kids show. Axe babies.
Put them in the live stream.
Oh,
like,
so... yeah. To be honest, they have said they want to make the live stream more family friendly for the next league.
Well, that's one way.
Just you two both on, babies there.
Little Viking helmets on.
Yeah.
Little fake beard on Toby.
Fake beard on Toby. They're having
a girl.
Yeah, there's a girl. Yeah. So they need a Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's adorable.
Oh, play dates.
We've been told we should probably commentate on the game a little bit, so we've got Dan with an injured wrist throwing with his left hand, and S-Club with an injured leg also throwing.
But then I think they're playing like a dead boards.
Yeah, they're both playing the Del Boy game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. Everyone's got a game. I think everyone apart from you has a game with S-Club tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned.
They could be boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh.
No.
Do you hold hands?
Hold hands.
Hold hands.
Oh.
Oh.
I can imagine them like when they start like walking It's like, yeah, around this place.
Yeah.
Toddling along.
It's mad how the time synced up like that close though. Like to be within a week.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's cute, yeah.
Very cute.
Well, hasn't this just become a much more wholesome stream?
Oh, it is.
I know, look at it.
Babies and cookies.
Cookies and babies.
Yeah.
I think that's the end of the games on this side now.
This is what happens if a female enters the boot.
To be fair, because you normally just have this on in the background whilst you're like playing games and stuff. But Monday's usually Wine Club, where we get Sophie, Claire, and I forget.
Yeah, we can be family friendly.
Family can be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel bad for Sophie. Every time she says anything, Jamie's looking for the double entendre in it. Sometimes. I feel bad. I forgot who else is in the wine club. Who's Steve's missus again? Tracy. Tracy's the third member of the wine club.
The wine club.
The wine club.
Do they actually drink wine?
Well, I mean, Claire doesn't drink wine. Tracy too. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to remember the name. But yeah, I mean, I assume Tracy and Sophie are drinking wine. Claire not so much, but you know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But is this just like on the chat?
Yeah.
Or like in person?
No, it's on the chat. They don't just rock up to Valhalla with a bottle of wine and just sit around and.
So why not?
I mean, they could. I'm usually at work. Oh yeah, that's true. So it's just Tracy on the wine then.
We could do it proper. I have got big like this and do it in the You have a big camera.
Actually, the funny one was last time. I think one of the ones where Sophie wasn't here. She was at work and works as a kid. You had Obadiah sitting there saying, "You don't need to take your pills. You don't need to take your pills." Whatever she says, you don't need to.
Shame.
Not refreshing.
Yeah, she drinks for us all. Someone has to do it. Took one for the team.
What are we on? Right board. And then I need to change it from left. And I need to change that to that. Yeah, that's right. And then I need to transition.
Yeah, I don't stream it on the TV for them now. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Also, this is going to update for you guys in a second, but can anyone just take a second to appreciate I just switched the boards and the camera over, like, switched everything over by myself there. Yeah. It only took 3 months for me to finally learn something on this apprenticeship. Did you see him throw a big axe?
No.
Not me either.
I've been working on last night.
Is that not my fault?
That's yeah, clutch made.
What did the clutch do? Nothing, Catherine, another Premier clutch. She's throwing 225s.
She did it yesterday as well. In a standard game, she threw 2 Prem clutches right off the bat. Ah, we've got John. Yeah. Thorskin. How are you doing, Thor?
What makes me a Mr. Thor? Oh, we've got the wine, half the wine club.
Half the 2/3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here as well.
No, well, I mean, there's Claire and there's only 3 members of the wine club. You can't have half, otherwise I don't know how you'd have half of the wine club. I suppose the only way you could have half is Sophie decided to get a bit tipsy at work. Who's the 4th member? I suppose, yeah. So, yeah, I wasn't counting Kat just because she's usually not on the stream, but yes, she usually does also join in the wine club. If you like, I could quite happily step up here and you and Kat can do the stream and all be part of the wine club together.
Well, I'm done for the night, so...
That's me.
Oh, well, best of luck to you. Hey, managed to get out.
No, it's alright, John. I heard you had a bit of misfortune today. Me? Oh, it's me as well. What? Me.
You getting all? Oh! We're missing your thought. We're missing it.
Oh, I'll jump in for a bit. I've not been on the commentary for
No.
a week or so.
Oh!
Thorskin!
You are a Mr. Seven, Mr. Thor.
You are.
How's the ear? Do we know what the Persian Prince threw?
Not well. I think it was 2 18s and then...
Oh, not well. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. It looked a bit nasty when I last saw you.
Yeah.
I hope you've got all of your bullets sorted. I hear you've had problems today. Oh! Both nailed it. Or is Tricky nudged it?
No, it is but a scratch. I mean, when you try and Van Gogh yourself with an axe, it's...
Yeah, it's not advisable to do that at home because axe throwing is completely safe. And no injuries are ever caused upon this hallowed ground.
No, they are not. Shaving your head with your own axe. It's not a good idea.
No. I remember when I was at school.
Super threes.
When I was at school, a lad bicked his head. And it was like a patchwork quilt for weeks after.
Oh, dear.
Because he'd be dry, bicked it.
Oh.
Yeah. He had quite a wrinkly brow. That's also what Mercutio says. I never expected you to be able to quote Shakespeare, Sophie. I don't know why. John's brilliant for it.
Yeah.
He comes out with some of the more Shakespearean verses. Oh, it's wonderful to hear. He's got the voice with the resonance for it. I could see him being like in an Andram, the voiceover for Shakespeare. Do you know, like the intro?
Yeah. It's about as close to Amdram as I would get is somewhere that I'm not fucking seen but heard.
I've photographed quite a bit of Andram over the years. I quite like the atmosphere, but
I'm just not that kind of way inclined. Had enough of it forced on me at school. And I think this is where I don't like. I was thinking earlier. I think this is where I don't like the whole fancy dress thing from. Is the whole enforced kind of dramatics and stuff at school.
yeah. No,
Which I never ever enjoyed, but it's just a case of you're a child, you have no choice.
yeah, we used to have to do a talent show for music. I used to hate it. Sorry, I've just
But they
realised.
don't take that into account. They just
Oh, you have to do it, or
Yeah.
you fail.
yeah.
I've just realised we've been left with the playlist.
Uh-oh.
I daren't. Not while we have customers in.
True, yeah. Oh, nice clutch there from Lames.
Yeah.
And that takes it to Big Axe.
So it does. Nice tie round.
Yeah. I mean, he's just hit in one game more clutches than I've had this entire league.
Yeah. Not far off. It's a bit upsetting.
Oh. I mean, I decided against the clutches tonight.
I did wonder. I didn't think it was your sugar daddy.
Jesus, Jamie. Of all the ways to put it.
Well. Hello.
Hello.
We've just been joined by the extended family of one of our throwers. Quite nice to behold.
I mean, we could put some wonderful stuff on this plate. It's just.
I'm really tempted to search for new monkey.
Oh, that's no.
I used to like the monkey. Oh, tricky with an unfortunate
that just
three-back.
makes me think of a load of toothless chavs stood around in the kitchen.
Did you know?
Drinking WKD and White Lightning and smoking Benson Edges.
Pretty much. Well, Lambie and Butlers. Oh,
Yeah.
one there by Jim.
Or the Richmond Super Kings.
They used to be my type of choice.
Because you got more.
Big Blues, aye.
Oh.
Probably why I have no lung capacity now.
Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised that, each one of them was a tab and a half.
Yeah. I used to go through a 20-decker in a day.
I suppose they're like the dairy milk of tabs, aren't they? Tab and a half in everyone.
Yeah, we really are. How did Tricky miss the entire board?
Because he beat it like it owed him money again.
I think what it is with the family being here, I think it may have gone to his head.
Oh.
I need to do well,
Yeah.
or crumbs. I've not done well. Did you notice how I refrained from swearing there?
Oh, crumbs. Yes, very family friendly.
Yes, we are trying to bring this up into...
I thought that was the next league. It was going to be family friendly, considering Carl is usually the one who drags it down as well.
Yeah, but I point
And I'm
out-
sure he'll watch this back tomorrow and hear that comment. And
Well, he tried to lambast me for drinking. I just went, it's my feet!
oh, let's not get into it's my ball.
Yeah, I'll take it home if I want to. So we have Scratch vs Tanner up next.
Scotch is just serving a customer.
So we may jump onto another game. Do you know what I realise? How poor the McDonald's app is for discounts.
Yeah.
If you do McDonald's Monday, then nothing.
Oh.
I couldn't order one last night.
No.
Yeah, just app wouldn't work.
Oh.
McDonald's UK, if you're out there, I'm disappointed by your service. I feel like we should be doing this on the lane so we can get for the live feed. I wonder if it's a celebration of the house move.
Oh, they're moving house, are they?
No, Tricky is buying the house off his grandmother.
Ah.
I'm sure he said yesterday they've been finalised.
Oh.
Like the mortgage agreement.
Oh, I thought they already had a house. Or
No, we've lived there for a while, so...
were they kind of renting from family? Ah.
So I believe his grandmother went into a care home and they rented, and to avoid inheritance issues for buying, because...
Yeah, there are ways around that. It's like a living...
a living will.
It's not. I don't think it's a living will. There is another way where basically you can sell the house to the younger generation for a reduced rate, and then live in rent free. So there is like there is a clause in there.
Yeah.
So like the younger generation can't sell it out from under the older generation kind of thing. It's
I have a similar agreement. I currently own half of my mother's house after everything that's gone on. But I can't sell it from under her. Not that I would want to. I'm not sure how that works with inheritance tax, but if we have any tax lawyers, just let us know.
I suppose.
That's right, Mr. Thor, you've got him one. Here is Tommy Cooper.
Yeah.
I did think it was so you could tell me. What?
Or a Shriner. It's the American Lodge of the Elk or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Shriners, they go drive around in the little cars.
Yeah. Weirdly, I've been making lodge references all night, without no...
But different lodge. Not the one with the black and white floors.
No. They don't wear fetters.
No. They wear aprons.
I've got a suitcase full of them.
Fezzes or aprons?
Apron. An elderly family member was a high ground master, I think it was.
My granddad was a master mason.
Ah.
On my mum's side.
Yeah.
They did get rid of, they haven't got his jewels and stuff anymore, which is a bit of a shame because it's a bit of family history and stuff.
Yeah. The family member always used to get worried because we have a list of Grand Masters.
Oh.
And we all die, like, one by one, all the ones ahead of them died. He was having to go, I'm top of the list now. He's passed now, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure where that went. We definitely kept it though.
It's strange, it was one of my elderly relatives. I think it was my great-grandmother.
Oh.
There was a book she had, and it disappeared when she passed.
Yeah.
We're thinking there was maybe some kind of witchy kind of tome of sorts. Because it was just strange how, yes, it disappeared when she passed. And yet nobody knows how or where or why.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very, very, very strange.
Very interesting.
I mean,
he definitely does. He definitely does.
He knows which knuckle.
No denying that.
He knows which knuckle to squeeze for definite.
I don't think he's bright enough to be in Mason.
Think he'd get blackballed.
Yeah. They reckon the Masons went downhill when the drink driving laws came in.
I mean, I did when I was down in Norfolk. A local Masonic lodge had an open day, and I went along and had a bit of a chat just for kind of interest. Really,
Oh, no,
it's very interesting. But, I mean, it basically is just a philanthropic boys' club.
Yeah, we do a hell of a lot of good.
Oh yes, and it's very much unpublicised. And that's the whole point. And they keep politics and religion out of everything they do.
We do now. At one point, we were a bit of a underlying power. Apparently, one of Hitler's first plans when he conquered the UK was to find the Masons and execute them.
Oh.
Like, it was a non-government-based body who could easily form a government.
True, yeah.
So you've already got the hierarchy there.
The structure's there.
Yeah. And it's nationwide, so it could easily step in and take over.
Yeah. And it's generally full of people of professional standing.
Yeah.
Although,
this can't go and be a lady. He actually is.
Yeah. I mean, the comment I did make about James as well there, I did make it to his face one week as well. In fact, it was when he was playing Tana and let her pick up her own axe.
We won't repeat that upon the feed. We won't repeat it upon the feed because we are now family friendly.
I mean, there was nothing incorrect in my statement and nothing unfamily friendly.
No, that is very, very true.
It was bloody dark.
It was dark?
No,
anyway.
What was dark was my response to Snots.
I
didn't hear that.
He just went, how did your mum raise it?
Well, yes. Well, yeah. The week that you didn't pick up Tana's axe, yes.
Oh, that, yeah. I thought that's what we were on about.
Yeah. Oh, no, I kind of said it again tonight.
I really wish we had a board cam so we could get a closer view of that. I keep looking there for the... Yes, we used to, but...
Thanks, John.
Somebody dropped their axe on the cable, but they didn't drop their axe.
And then used the mic as a speed bag.
Thrown it at that and cut it. How did you manage that?
Like, if we put it under the clutch, you could have missed it on the 15th throw.
Oh. To be fair, that's Zoe's trick now. She has become the new James.
Yeah.
So we're going to go from James Dit to Zoe Dit.
I counted up how many 74s I had. I had nearly 10 74s over the course. Or like one throw away.
Yeah.
I might have been 8. But like, it was about one a week where I was like...
To be honest, I've probably had quite a few, I mean, for my average to be above, well, to be where it is, I've had quite a lot of 70-plus games.
Do you know what really annoyed me? Oh, I don't know where my phone's gone. I think I'm on a 69.9 average.
You are very close to a 70 average.
That's really... Oh, it got to the point where...
Isn't Carl on like a 74.8 and Dan's just nicked the 75?
Yeah. And Knox is quite high as well.
Yeah.
I can't get into Premier. Like...
I mean,
I think between leagues, I need to actually buckle down and practice prayer.
I mean, my balls have come in, which is what I'm glad for. Because that's...
Oh, sorry, 69.6.
Oh, still. I mean, I have deliberately at the minute been focusing on the balls for round 1.
Yeah.
So I've been focusing on getting my ball accuracy up. So I've not... My clutches have suffered, but I'm winning games because I'm getting the ball consistency.
It's one of those things. I only come here for the crack.
I mean, most of us, that is the primary reason most of us come here. The axe throwing is just a secondary kind of something to fill the time while we're here.
Yeah, for me, the Monday League, the league I care for.
Yes.
And I may be on my own with that, but...
I think...
Oh no, I've been intense all the time.
Oh.
I made a tricky tanga sandwich. That's not where I want to be.
Well... I miss feeling that good about hitting a ball.
Particularly playing cards.
Yeah.
You go like, oh yes.
It's that feeling. It's when you hear a customer's hit a clutch and the reaction they get, and you go, yeah. A clutch doesn't feel that good anymore.
I don't know, speak for yourself. But 8,000 missing them at the start of the league.
Yeah, true. Or when you're in Prem and you just go, that would have done for a Monday, but it's fucking nowhere near for a Tuesday.
I can't work out. I hit Premier clutches in practice.
Same.
But I can barely hit a standard one on a Monday. And I'm not even in the board on a Tuesday. Although saying that, I've had a relatively good day today.
Yeah, 60 plus every... Oh.
Yeah, my bar...
The one little blip against Sclub there, but...
Yeah, I'll take that.
Although, how many times did you go up for clutch there when you didn't need to?
None today, I don't think.
I have absolutely... I think I've had one clutch attempt today, that was it. The rest of them were all very much stay down.
Oh no, I tell a lie. We had a tie. And then after that, I can't reach.
Even on tied rounds, I've just gone, no, I'm staying down. It's Prem, I don't care today. I don't think I've had any. I think the tied rounds have been like third rounds or whatever, so it's like, I'm not interested. It's by that point, I'm just playing for score now.
It's my final game when we were on the dead board together. I was just throwing for fun.
Well, I did guess with the final round of Bucket of Axes.
Yeah, but I did no worse than I did with my little Aggie.
Yeah. Ooh, 59.5 average for Prem this league. 18.82. 75 high score.
I think I've got 71. Yeah, 71 high score. 57.8 average.
Oh, Cat's going to overtake me.
What did you say your average was?
59.5 for Prem.
Oh, so you're only like one and a bit ahead of me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So at the minute, Cat's going to overtake me here, put me into 5th, and then Reaper is 6 points behind with 4 games to play.
Oh, I think her and F-Club had a bit of a marathon at the end of the night.
And Reaper has got to play Carl, Cat, Chucky, and Tricky. So I might be able to hold on to 5th.
Tricky probably looks like his dad.
I could take that. Hold on to 5th. Ooh, score 1666.
Oh, this is the lowest I've ever been in a Premier League.
Although, they've still got games to play, so I can't really.
Oh, Reaper having enough of the hoodie, going down to the top. Kral matching her.
Let's keep it PG for the stream. Although Dan, to be fair, Dan has gone 100% clutch on this league and he is sporting an injury. But I'm actually going to outscore Dan this league. I have seen, yes.
But anyway, back to the axe throwing. Hello. We're joined once again off camera by Kratz.
Crap.
We're joined by Kratz with the Sniff.
Scratch.
It might be better just to call you Sniff from now on.
Why?
You always
That
have
sounds
cold.
Smuggy.
Scratching.
Who's on the thing? Who's talking?
No one, now you're here.
Foreskin. Is
He
he alright?
That was harsh. Which comment was
He's got a
harsh?
scratch. It's nothing to do with me.
Oh, about being a bit too dumb to be in Mason. He'll give all the secrets away. I was also saying that Thor's briefcase is very much something.
Yes, yeah. Oh, 71 against Tom Boyd in the dead ball game. I'll take that. Only scored 63 against G-Thor though, so.
Hi, Sophie.
We're missing Tracy for the wine club
I know,
experience.
yeah, where is she? How rude. How dare she not be online?
We could really do with some wine club t-shirts being made for them.
I want one.
Yeah. Oh, Bella and Kral with clutches. Thumb goes up on the left lane. Oh, petulant teenage squirm there. Looks as though she slightly missed. If only we had the board cam to check.
Read the top comment.
Ooh. Poor Gandalf. It's actually somewhere that theme about the players Gandalf in a metal band.
What?
No, Sauron.
Into Sauron.
Yeah, Christopher Lee. He was British. He was SAS for a while.
Yeah, apparently he corrected Peter Jackson
He did.
on how a body.
It was on what a person sounds like when they get stabbed.
Yeah, it stabbed in the back.
Yes.
Unaware.
Yeah, because it was when he got stabbed in the back, he wanted him to yell out and scream,
Yeah.
and he went, "That's not the noise somebody makes when you get stabbed in the back," and it was just like, okay.
Apparently it's more of a.
Yeah.
It may have been Christopher Lee who Bond was based on. Apparently he knew.
Ian Fleming.
Yeah.
There may be some crossover there, but yeah.
This one gone.
Oh, Carl's popped his bubble.
We've already popped one of them.
Apparently you can repair them. Same.
I assume you can blow some air in it.
Yeah.
Seal it.
Big super glue.
You just bought a new pair. And uses that pair for this pair.
Ah. It's been years since I had a pair of trainers with. How?
That's impressive.
They need to get a photo of that on lane 4.
Yeah.
10 points.
Have you ever seen that occur?
Yeah. Actually get it stuck in this. Yeah. And upside down at that.
Yes. I once saw Chris get stuck in the wood between the lanes.
Yeah. We had the hole in one of the wood things.
No, he stuck it like you would a board.
Oh.
So like I see how there's a little ledge by the
Yeah.
kit wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh,
so
about, you know, like the actual lanes, right? It's like
Yeah.
the big long ones. And we had the wooden slats, so there was like a hole in one of them, and someone's actually gone in it, and everyone was just like, "Where's that?" Like, 'cause we just didn't really see it.
I bet you see some queer things like a full-grown man nearly amputating the ear.
I mean, to be honest, I think what we need is the newest cam, is Crash Cam.
Yeah.
Just after the comment, like last night, I just wish there was a camera on him.
On me.
Crash. Just for him standing there with his teddy munching on chowing down on a loaf of soreen. Like, that just needs its own
You know,
stream.
you can buy ready slices, sorry.
Yeah. It's not as good.
He
No, we bought some today.
Like, it is, but for me, a saurine slice needs to be thick, whereas that's quite fine. But you could really do with like what you do with bread, and have like thickness.
Yeah, have a doorstop soreen loaf.
Because if you buy a wholemeal loaf, you don't want like a little thin slice. You want something big enough to like.
Well, you need to because it kind of loses the consistency, and you put your butter on and it rips.
Yeah.
In fact, let's not go down there because this is a tricky rabbit hole. Talking about bread, butter, and
Dickie, what's the ideal bread for your butter? What's the ideal bread for your butter? Sourdough. Sourdough?
Oh, that's very posh. That's very middle class sourdough. Oh, that's even more middle class. Yeah, but you need your own starter culture and for a sourdough.
And we could borrow some of Dickie's. We could use Dickie's starter. Sourdough. I've never been able to get away with sourdough.
No, I was about to say it's very middle class.
Yeah, I got some from. Where did I get it from? Oh, the Red Cross. Oh, Bella with another bull there. Matched by scratch. But yeah, I like a wholemeal bread.
I think I've had sourdough-based pizzas. They're not bad.
I'm sure, what do you call them, do need a slice. We could do with another formal there.
I think we need another event in Need a Slice.
Yeah.
I'm sure Sandy won't mind having us there again.
No.
Because you know West Club will be daft enough to issue a coin challenge again.
Oh yeah. Apparently they sold out of their bottomless brunch
Really?
the weekend. Yeah.
Wow.
I saw a poster up that they weren't allowing anybody else to book in. Oh yes, cats. Yeah, I regularly see them get mentioned in comments about what to do in Bishop. Like, we're really flying, like.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, are you surprised?
No, not at all. I was actually blown away by how big the venue, like their location was.
Yeah, I suppose the upstairs does make it.
Yeah, because I always thought about being like a tiny little corner unit. I wonder if that's where the Indian used to be.
I don't know Bishop that well, to be honest.
I tend not to dine out too much, so yeah. Oh, apparently scratched was slightly out.
Nosed it.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Lost the bounce.
Sorry, we're just listening to Carl Manson explaining how he's lost his pop.
Popped his bubble. I mean, it's about time with his age. You know, you think it was eventually going to happen.
It's quite interesting how there do seem to be a group of us all around the same age.
Yeah. And then you've just got Bella at the bottom end of it, just...
Hang on, we've got young Charlie. He's about that.
He's the same age, isn't he? Although we are going to be losing Bella, aren't we?
We are. It'll be weird.
York.
It'll be weird not having a Reaper.
Not having an angsty teenager.
Yeah. Because young Smuggler's far too happy.
Yeah, he doesn't have that same angry teenage vibe that Bella does.
I think it's a good upbringing.
She has got a full-on Negasonic teenage warhead vibe going on.
Yeah.
Deadpool, like.
She will be a mix to the venue.
Yeah, as much as we take the piss, she is part of the Valhalla furniture.
And she does hold her own.
Oh, absolutely.
But
then isn't her dad army or ex-army, which is probably part of it?
I'm not too sure. She was telling me about her mother's heritage. And that's
is that the Spanish side?
Very Latino. Very Latino. I wouldn't like to put like a pin in a map because we went around a bit.
So that plus then there's Scottish there with the yeah.
You're definitely in for bother.
I mean, yeah, Latina and Scottish in a woman is just, it's a mixture that's going to cause pain for anybody who is brave enough to take it on.
Yeah. I don't think many men would.
No. I mean, at 17 she scares most of the men in this venue.
I thought she was going to hit me with a hatchet last night. I honestly did. Big all fun game, but it's one of the nice things about Axe Throwing. Like, it is, in theory, there are no age limits.
No.
And like, everyone can hold their own.
Yeah.
Like, and as a community, as long as you're not a...
End of a bell.
Yes. Like, you'll get on with people.
Yeah.
A fairly open community, which is really nice.
Yeah.
It's really lovely to see, like, there are little groups here, but it's not cliquey.
Oh no, like you say, there is certainly with those of us who do the Premier League or that, or have thrown a little bit longer,
just because we've known each other a bit longer,
Like, this is the thing as
the
well.
group has kind of formed. But like you say, nobody is excluded from that.
Oh no! One of the really nice things, like with me doing this so much, I've sort of lost my group.
Yeah. You just belong to the venue now.
Yeah, like I've
You
sort of
belong
become
to the
a
booth.
fixture. It's like, well, I'm not behind here. I was saying to Herman Z, I was just sort of looking around going, who do I talk to?
Everybody.
Yeah, but this is the thing, like, it's lovely to see on the NTA League, everybody just coming together. And like, I wish they stopped ringing the bell. That's for 81s only.
Yeah. Not bullseyes. This isn't skeeters.
As always, the views of the individuals does not represent that of the venue. Did you see that throw?
Yeah.
It went up about maybe 5-6 foot above the thrower's head and dropped about 3 foot away.
Yeah.
It was the most perfect example of how not to yeet an axe. Sorry, I'm commentating on the wrong game.
I mean, to be fair.
Oh,
Nearly.
I retract that. I don't want that Viking axe to come back this way.
The Dane axe.
I'm sure Kral had something to do with the design of them. Oh, scratch hitting a 1 there by the looks of it. Doesn't look quite toward into the 3. Oh,
Calls for the card of truth.
About half a cup of coffee there. I wonder if it'll still be there after people go home.
Well, an employee left their cup out last night after everybody went home.
An employee?
After they went home as well.
Oh.
Proper porcelain mug, and there was only one person drinking out of one last night.
I didn't see you out of porcelain mug.
One of the throwers in action.
Sorry, I got distracted by somebody throwing a click there. What? Anyway, we won't start talking controversy because we do watch it back.
Yeah. Although we still talk shit to their face, so.
It feels quite liberating trying not to swear.
I don't know, I struggle with my vocabulary when I don't have to. I mean, I've got a very, very good range of vocabulary. However, I still like the word fuck, because it is just...
You're doing so well.
We were. Right. Still PG-13, you're allowed one.
True.
You're allowed one.
Apparently we've got 9 people watching on the feed.
And nobody talking. How
Yeah,
boring.
please, somebody drop a comment. Give us something to talk about.
Yeah.
Cat hit for 1.
Otherwise, you just get stuck with us two talking whatever junk comes to mind.
Do you know where you can get really nice tiger bread from? Lidl.
Yeah?
Yeah.
To be honest, I like the stuff out the little bakery. It's good when you go in on a morning. And
Premier Bull.
you just walk in and it's all fresh and you get that nice smell. Because they always put it right by the door so you walk through it. And you always take a slow walk going, I don't need any of it, but I want to buy it all.
Because actually a science to how supermarkets are laid out.
Well, they do it, don't they? Even like the bigger supermarkets with the bakeries at the back.
The idea.
Hi, Claire.
Oh, hello, Claire. How are you doodling?
They pump it through, don't they, through the air conditioning system, so that you get the smell of the freshly baked bread.
Yeah, the idea is you put it on the front end and entices you in.
Yeah.
And then you put the desired thing further back.
Yeah. So you have to walk through everything else.
And this is why we changed the aisle layout.
Yeah.
So if you go where you go there and you don't like splurge by.
Yeah.
It's real interesting.
They've absolutely got my number. I am the absolute worst one around the supermarket for impulse buys. If they catch me, that's it. I'm done, and I'm spending more than I absolutely need
I bet
to.
the centre aisle is lethal for you as in Lidl.
I'm not too bad in there.
Oh, I have to. I can't go in.
I mean, a lot of it. I mean, at the minute it's power tools and stuff, so I'm like absolutely fine. I've got everything I need for the minute.
Oh.
For the minute.
I always find stuff in there that I can't afford, or I haven't got the money at that moment.
I mean, it did come in handy once because I did get an impact gun out of there when I needed to change all the wheels on my car.
I remember you saying.
Yeah, so that was handy.
I'm on the hunt for a bandsaw.
Ooh.
Or a scroll saw. Not that I have anywhere to put it, but just so I can up my homemade. Oh God, I hate this one. Like, I don't hate it, but Lincoln Park. It's a running joke between me and Maddie because in the end it doesn't even matter. I went through a proper nostalgia trip the other day.
Yeah.
I started listening to like the bands I used to, like Linkin Park, and
Going back to the early 2000s.
yeah,
I mean, isn't it Meteor is 23 years old this year?
I'm going to be honest, I have a terrible memory for games.
Linkin Park was their, obviously Hybrid Theory was their most famous album. Meteor was their other one. I'm sure that's 20 or 23 years old this year.
I can well believe that.
Yeah. I mean, I did go through a spate of it after Eddie Van Halen's death. I did have a bit of a Van Halen splurge.
Yeah.
Because I do like a bit of Van Halen, and it's just, I just kind of, at that point, I've not listened to Van Halen in a while.
Yeah.
So I'll
be honest, I've never really listened to them. Oh, Pimm's is a peculiar drink.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't drink Pimm's.
I don't.
I can't get away with it.
I imagine Tricky does.
Oh, Tricky drinks it by the
Yeah. You're definitely a Pimm's drinker, aren't you? Pimm's drinker. Yeah.
Every day's got a Pimm's o'clock in it, doesn't it?
There we go then, there's our answer. The token Tory is a Pimm's drinker.
Yeah. I'm actually a bit of a betrayer of Northern Grade. I like a cider. I'm a cider drinker.
I've gone through the lot, but I've gone back to my stouts and stuff like that, and my porters, the craft beers, and
yeah, a little fruity.
I mean,
Dickie's very fruity.
I was going to say he is a little bit, but
yeah, it's interesting how you go back to what you used to listen to.
Yeah. So, Dickie, Tricky. We have Pops on here looking forward to his first Pimm's. He's asking a little fruity. As we're not Pimm's drinkers, we wouldn't know how to describe it.
Come around.
What's the question?
He's asking if it's a little fruity.
Why not?
So he said he's looking forward to his first Pimm's in August.
I wouldn't.
And he's asked a little fruity question.
I wouldn't say it depends on your definition of fruity.
The way they describe it is it's a bit like sangria. Like it's about what you mix into it. You don't tend to. Pimm's is more like a vessel for whatever you put into it. So if you want to fill it with like wild berries, a bit of like cucumber, it could be quite refreshing.
Yeah.
For those people at home, the way you drink Pimm's is in the bin.
Yeah, I agree. So, Philistines. That's a very middle class insult. That Philistines.
Now I've got a question: Is the Canadian cider the same as the UK cider?
I mean, alcoholic apple juice.
This is the thing, cause
well, that's it. Americans have sparkling cider, don't they? And it's just sparkling apple juice.
Yeah. Whereas over here, if you get scrumpy, it's like 20%.
Yeah, some of it can be absolutely lethal.
I once had half a pint of some weird scrumpy on a night out in Dallas. I was bad for 2 weeks.
I've got to be honest, the only time I've really, like when we were away for regionals, I did have some of the Copperbergs, the flavoured ones. And they were quite, I didn't fancy a beer, just because they didn't have anything in the hotel that I fancied.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the fruity cider was quite refreshing and quite nice.
It is.
Because I'm not really one for proper ciders, although I don't mind the Rattler, the Cornish one.
I've never
Cornish
had
Rattler. I've spent a bit of time in Cornwall, and I had it down there, and it was just really. It's quite crisp as well.
It's the country for it, though.
It is, yeah.
I drink a lot of weeder cider, so like Copperberg, Recorderly. At the moment, I can drink the strawberry and lime Copperberg like pop.
Yeah.
I open a tin, and it's gone before I'm back on the sofa.
What was the one I had?
Like not in an alcoholic way. I don't have a pile of them. Like I have one a night just to sort of like.
Was it a peach and raspberry? Was that one I had?
Sounds nice.
5 to yeah. So there you
about
go.
The same as ours.
Yeah, about the same as ours. Yeah, about the same as your average lager.
Yeah,
kind of beer.
Ours tends to be
depends
4 to 5. But like your average
but
beer
that's for like
cider.
for like your Strongbow or something like that. But
we have one over here called White Lightning, which is about 15%.
Get it in a 3 litre bottle for a few quid.
That's interesting. But yeah, we have sort of tiers of cider over here. We have
the Park Bench cider,
blue bottle cider.
Yeah.
We once spent a drunken night organising this. You have blue bottle cider that you buy in for like £3 for 3 litres.
Yeah.
like White Lightning,
Yeah.
Frosty Jack.
Jacks. Oh,
And it tastes like feet.
oh it's horrible.
But it used to be the drink of choice for the underage.
Yes.
Because it was cheap and it did you.
Oh, it did the job.
And then you've got brown bottle cider, so like your woodpecker,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
is
woodpecker. Oh, that's
goes well with black, cider and black. I used to
Yeah.
drink that a lot. And then after that you get into the glass bottles, grumpy ciders, which is like a bit fancier.
yeah.
And now you have the flavour cider, Brothers Toffee Apple.
I've often looked at that. It just sounds like quite amazing.
That for me. How about squash?
I think Pimm's. It's mainly lemonade, isn't it? People do Pimm's with it, and then they add the fruit to it.
Yeah, as our resident Tory said, basically you can mix Pimm's with anything, as far as I'm aware. It's not really a drink that I've drank.
No, I stick with my spiced rums. Oh, Alison. Oh,
You like woodpecker?
oh.
Do you know what I'm beginning to realise? If you're an axe thrower, you're probably verging on being an alcoholic. Because the chat hasn't been as live apart from talking about booze.
Yeah, as soon as we talk about alcohol, I mean, Claire did join in with the bread.
Oh yeah.
And she can't really comment on alcohol at the minute. 'Cause,
No.
you know.
I think what your best bet would be, Pot, is to try it in a couple of ways. So normally it's almost like a table drink a lot of the time. You'll get a big jug of it with like varying fruits and like a gentle mixer. And you'll drink it in a casual way. Sorry, I've just seen a little mature lady hitting a Premier clutch. Mead. I've only ever had mead once or twice. I'm dying to try home brew.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've got a bottle from here of the raspberry one that they got rid of.
Oh.
So I've got that at home ready to crack into at some point.
No, I like mead. I like it. Like I said,
It's a bit of a sipper.
I'm not very northern. I like a very sweet drink. I'm a very sweet toothed.
But then that's what I like about some of my spiced rums. I tend to lean away from the spice, like the star anise and the cloves and the cardamom side, more to the grog side, which is the vanillas, the limes, the very sweet. But it's they're definitely.
Weirdly, I'm a bit like that with gin. I like a fruity flavoured gin. So at the moment, I'm sipping cloudy lemonade gin.
Oh. I know my mum's big on gin, hence I got her a day up at a gin workshop at the Durham distillery for her birthday / Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Both being in March. So her and my dad are going up, so I've got that booked in for them. And they get 2 bottles of their own flavour, whatever they distill. And then a couple of freebies while they're there as well, a couple of free drinks. So.
Oh, definitely a taxi job.
Well, from Catterick that'll be a bit far, so chances are she'll get my dad to drive, and she'll have his gin.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I mean, it's for her birthday and Mother's Day, so it's only fair.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Apparently, Two Flares' roommate used to be into mead.
Ooh. I've not drank too much, like I say, I tend to stick with my rums.
Are you killing the mead with warm lemonade? Or? There used to be somewhere, I won't say in the Middle East or the Far East, and there was a religious thing. Like, they believed that somebody who'd been marinated in honey could have like a healing property.
Well, honey does have healing properties, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gets a little bit darker than that. So like the elder, knowing that they're going to die, would start to marinate themselves in honey and eat nothing but honey.
So they'd become honey roast.
Basically. And then people put them away for like 100 years.
To ferment.
Basically. And then bring them out as a health remedy.
Ooh.
I can't remember where it was though.
So you could have some Mother Teresa mead going on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gandhi mead.
It's fascinating what some of the cultures used to do. Imagine hitting that point where I'm going to die, I'll just hunger myself.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as I said Gandhi mead, all I could think was Ganymede, which is the planet, isn't it? Is it moon? Is it a moon of Jupiter or Saturn? Yeah. So Gandhi mead just straight away became Ganymede in my head.
I won't say Jupiter because Saturn has the rings, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it also has a lot of moons.
Does it?
Yeah. Possibly Jupiter.
I don't know. I keep slipping out of the camera here. Oh, thought you're due up.
against Mr. Sclub.
Good. He's just got a little hobble and marathon.
He did the same yesterday. He's got
Mellified man. Is that what it was called? I love how he's there to fact check me.
I know.
Fucking brilliant.
Mead lost his appeal once more.
Oh, the King's disease. If you have a lot of rich, you'll be
a lot
aware
of
of
rich.
it.
You're trying to say like
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Go high.
cheeky bar steward. I'll have you know my body is broken thanks to the UK Armed Forces. Human mummy confection. Well, guys, just go down to the sweet shop and get some of the old Pope Pius IV.
There's another bar, and they have dead man liquor or dead finger liquor.
Dead man's fingers.
I mean, that
No, not quite. They had a bottle, one of the patrons was a mountain climber, and he lost a finger to frostbite. And one drunken night, he put it in.
Oh, I've heard of that, yeah.
And I can't remember if...
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember if it was a dare or a bet, but you could get a shot of dead man's finger and somebody nicked it.
Oh.
That might be it. It might be a toy. I knew it was
the dead man's shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
But somebody nicked it.
Oh.
So I remember seeing
Somebody's
a request
pickled toe.
Gout and syphilis. It fairly was. Do you reckon that's what did for Henry VIII, you know?
Probably. I mean, the gout I can purely imagine, and the syphilis, well,
because there was no protection. It was like a royal rabbit.
yeah, the French disease.
Yeah.
Or as the French called it, the Italians' disease. And wasn't it one of them called it the Spanish, and I think the Spanish called it the Portuguese disease.
Oh, you always blame the other people.
Yeah.
Random fact for you, do you know the Spanish flu that ran rife
Yeah.
during the middle of the war? Apparently, Spain wasn't actually that badly affected.
No.
It's just they weren't part of the war, so reported it.
Well, yeah, because let's face it, a lot of our people were dying, but for other reasons.
Yeah. You don't really want the air meeting. Oh yeah, we're dying our trench because of cold.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're dying in our trench because of hot metal.
Yeah. But yeah, do you reckon Henry VIII had a genetic blood disorder? Which is why...
But didn't a lot of them back then, because it was all very inbred with the royals?
Not with Henry VIII.
Bye.
Aye.
The Tudor dynasty were actually outsiders.
It was the Stuarts, wasn't it? Like, wasn't
Which came after.
Was it Charles II, something like that? He was... Certainly, I know a lot of the French ones were, like by Louis the 16th, there was...
I won't say the Holy Roman Empire as well, or what became Germany. Was it the Habsburgs?
Habsburgs, yeah.
They were highly impressed.
Yeah, they were, yeah. But like I say, that was the thing, wasn't it? They kept it in the blood.
Yeah.
A bit too much.
But no,
kept it in the family.
Because Henry VIII was actually an illegitimate line.
Oh.
So he was of the Beaumont descent. So I can't remember which one it was, but there was an illegitimate child, and they were recognised as a child of the king on the understanding that none of their descendants would ever claim the throne. But by the time we got down to Henry VII, it was pretty buggered like.
I'm waiting for John to come in and check.
Which was Henry VIII's wife? Wait. Jane Seymour was his favourite. I believe he was buried next to her.
Well, there was divorce. What was it?
Divorce, beheaded.
He did died. Divorce, beheaded, survived.
He beheaded the second one.
Yeah, divorce, beheaded, died. Divorce, beheaded, survived.
Yeah.
I think is the way.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
Look at Jane Seymour. He was buried next to her. Jane Seymour. Was that the last one? The one that he was buried next to? Because I'm sure one of them died in childbirth, and that was like a real love match.
That might have been the third one then.
Yeah.
Because the others are either divorced or beheaded, and then the sixth wife survived him.
Yeah. She was actually queen for a little while. But no, it's really interesting. I went through quite a phase of reading like literature based in that time.
Yeah.
It wasn't fucking fan fiction. It was like proper research with like notes at the back, and it's fascinating. Conor Gullen, I believe it was. Great author if you like historical stuff. Very much like Bernard Cornwell, who did Sharp. If you want something a bit risky, if you can ever find it, the Flassman book. He's an anti-Sharp, and he's based on a character from the Tom Brown schools there. And he's an anti-hero. He's a proper villain. Yeah. But he always comes out on top and like, it's just great, non-politically correct books. Yeah. If you can find them, they're worth reading. They're often in second-hand, so if you read, that is.
I do, but I've got a book which I've had on the go for probably close to a year now, and I'm still halfway through it because I've lost the reading bug, as it were.
Okay, I tend to read late at night. Jesus, have we got all of them left?
Yeah.
Tricky! Can you go into the pouch at the back?
Oh, is it time?
Yeah.
Time for the deliciously squidgy energy.
Yeah. Okay, you just took me one of those packets. Maybe the open one. Right. Thank you very much, sir. I'm just seeing how many games we have left. Is that your coffee?
Yes, I just jumped up into top 25%.
Oh, well done.
I've been in top 30 for like the last ages now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I'm happy with that.
As
long as that game that I've just lost there doesn't knock me back down out of it again.
I don't think it will. Austin, if you're out there, can my normal co-host drop you a message at some point on some form of social media about doing something electrical?
I'm not here. Well, you can hear me. Austin, if you've got a front end, my speciality is in doing AWS and cloud computing stuff, so I could make a back end for that, and we could almost have a working axe scores between us.
If that is something you're interested in, please let us know and we'll work out a way of putting you two lovebirds together. It's like
can put your front end with his back end.
Yeah, it's like the Lonely Hearts Club at Skeetery.
And Chucky's just broken it, that. We have now broken Chucky.
Oh, I'll have to have a look for that.
Oh.
If you do come to Valhalla, you'll have to check out Durham and the cathedral.
Oh, yes. I mean, Durham, York, just get all around the area.
Oh, and one more. Tricky! Hell yeah.
Nice, I'll message him about it.
He will drop you a message. Yeah, you're on Facebook, aren't you?
Yes, yeah. I've been meaning to build a back end, just been too lazy to build the server. Fair.
Oh, there's a surprise.
But yeah, if you're in Durham, definitely check out the cathedral. There's not Victorian, but there's so many myths and legends. There's a saint called Cuthbert buried there, and we reckon that he keeps an eye out on the city.
Of course.
We reckon he keeps an eye out on the city.
What am I looking at there?
And one day the German bombers were flying over
the results from down south for their players.
And out of nowhere a mist rose from the river and shrouded the town so that the bombers couldn't see it, and they went and bombed Sunderland instead.
I mean, you can't tell the difference to this day. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, when William the Conqueror got the cathedral, Duke of Balfour, William the Conqueror had heard how Cuthbert's body had never like broken down or degraded, and he went to like put an end to the myth. As he rode through the gates of Durham, he was overcome with a sense of dread, fear, and overbearing sense of doom, and cantered out and never came back to the north.
It is worth it. I mean,
oh, that's wonderful. If you do need any pointers for the northeast, do ask.
Yeah.
Like I said, Durham Cathedral is definitely worth a look. It's one of the most beautiful buildings.
I
I'm trying to think of other good landmarks you could see while you were
I mean, if you want to go completely medieval, you've got Richmond Castle,
Yeah. Barnard Castle.
Barnard Castle.
Barnard Castle's nice.
To be
Is Annick nearby? I can't remember.
Yeah, Annick,
Annick's
which
a
is
bit-
about 2.5 hours
Let's
up the road.
face it, anywhere along Hadrian's Wall,
Yeah.
Which was the one
Vindolanda.
Which was the one where they filmed Harry Potter?
That was Annick Castle.
If you go into
Or Bamborough.
Yeah, Bamborough. If you watch Last Kingdom on...
Bevenberg, as they call it.
Yeah, that is about 2 hours up the road.
Yeah. It's a beautiful area as well, like
I've
the
never
Northumberland
actually been.
coast. I've driven through, and with one of my exes, we were meant to spend some time exploring up there. However, she disappeared before we got a chance. But no,
I quite fancy doing Bedford.
yeah,
Bamborough even.
I actually did meet someone and got to know them a little bit, who was a friend of the ex, and she knows the current owners of Bamborough Castle. Yeah, does a lot of work with them.
Ironically enough, Burr Cornwall, who I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
he got the idea from Last Kingdom because it turned out he was related to like a Northumberland lord
Yeah.
called Uhtred who lived there. They're great books as well, if you like historical novels.
I've watched the series, The Last Kingdom. Oh!
It's not going to do a gentlemanly thing and drop.
No.
It could go and be like Wattle. What?
The Dig It Wattle.
Well, you may as well, here's a 3. Oh, that was a tight game.
Yes. Tied 70s.
But yeah, if you're at Bamborough, you may as well do Lindisfarne.
Yeah.
Which is where...
Again, I've not done where the
No, I
Vikings landed. Was it 793, wasn't it, Thor?
Yeah, I think it was around
793 AD. The
it
Vikings
was-
landed and relieved all those priests of their unneeded gold.
It's put down as the first Viking incursion.
Even though they had apparently landed before then.
Wait, this
But
is
not
the thing.
quite as raiding.
The Saxons who were already here are basically the same tribe, just came over a couple hundred years earlier.
Aren't they more Germanic rather than Nordic?
Culture-wise, the kissing cousins to the point where you didn't need a translator. It would be like Spanish and Portuguese,
Yeah.
like language-wise.
Yeah.
And culturally, both very similar.
Yeah.
What it's like, the Saxons before they converted to Christianity worked with Warden
Yes.
rather than Odin. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. The Saxons were the Germanic tribe of what we would consider the Vikings, the Norse,
Yeah.
Scandinavian.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's cultural-wise, we're kissing cousins.
Yes. Yeah.
Apparently, there was no tribe called the Celts. Apparently, that was a Roman concept.
Well, yeah, because
basically,
the tribes were all separate. They were just grouped, weren't they?
yeah, like it's like the modern equivalent to pagan. Like you don't follow ours, you're a Celt,
Yeah,
which I find really interesting.
because they called the Welsh Celts, the Irish Celts, and the Scottish Celts.
Yeah, where the Welsh were actually Britons.
Yeah. Yeah, Britons.
Yeah. I love a bit of history. I got to see into one of the original libraries at Durham.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sure you told me about it.
Oh, it's lovely. So, they have pictures of the authors, or like artistic interpretations. And yeah, it was a good afternoon just pottering around somewhere different. Like, the library itself is not overly big, but there's a whole new free museum on the palace ground. And I like to do stuff like that. I often go, like, if I've got time and money, I often go to an art gallery or a museum.
I went to the Bose Museum quite a while ago.
Oh, I love the gallery there.
Quite interesting.
Was the Swan working?
No,
No.
it wasn't at the time, no.
I can't remember what you call that.
No, I know exactly what you mean. I can't think of the name, but it's
And before you're a dickhead, what's the proper name for the swan at Bose? You're the mechanical swan at Bose Museum.
The Silver Swan.
is that what it's called?
It's literally called the Silver Swan.
What is the mechanism that drives it, isn't it?
It's clockwork.
Yeah, there's a proper name for it, like an autonom or something like that.
What, like an automaton?
Yeah, that's one, automaton.
I mean, it is an automaton. It's powered by.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. I couldn't remember what. Aye.
That was actually where I proposed to Tana the first time.
Oh.
We were in the thing, we walked in this room, we were the only two in there. Well,
There's
it
some
was
story
weird.
you come
we
here.
We walked in this room and she was sort of. She's ready to meet up. didn't have a ring on me, so I didn't propose. In my head I was thinking this would be a perfect place to propose, and apparently later when I did propose, I thought you were going to propose to me in Bowes Museum. I was like, yeah, so did I, but I didn't have a ring on me, so I just didn't.
I mean, you could do without the ring.
I mean,
They can put her finger in your ring.
2 hours and 26 minutes we've gone without a ring, Joe.
Oh yeah.
Really?
No, I was talking about fish now. I was saying that all of Darren's money is spent on his own OnlyFans page. He only spends money on his own OnlyFans page and butt plugs.
I think I'm going to have to watch this stream back tomorrow.
Do Reaper and Chucky.
I could have seen I'd be in stitches that little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as you say, he doesn't say anything he wouldn't say in people's faces, so,
Apparently, the current stance is that it'll be family friendly by next season.
I mean, by next season, are we talking about 2024 or?
What gets me is we've just had a wonderful historical conversation. Like we've had people request and stuff, and it's been downgraded to anal fisting.
And butt plugs.
I'm going to ban him off this live stream. I don't care if it's venue.
I mean, let's not go down that road again. We see what happens. All your games get pushed to the back of the night.
Yeah. It's a thing that can happen. And I hope you learned from that not to question our glorious leader.
Our dear leader.
Dear leader. Dear leader is so kind to us. Why would you question dear leader?
Foster.
Get a little picture of it, just hang it on the board behind us.
We have to salute it every time we come in. We're not far off that with like the pre-league meetings. Our dear leader. Kim Jong-Kral.
Kim Jong-Kral.
Oh, that is the sticker. Time for attention while it's on. Not me.
No, that wasn't on theirs.
Yeah, I know, but we only have 10 minutes to go.
It is a national anthem. So, therefore, it's public domain.
Pardon? I can't control these. The actions of the individuals do not represent the venue.
When are you getting that banner sorted to just scroll across the bottom?
Do you know what it is? I'm really worried that I'm going to end up in a hard labour camp.
Depends if Disney want to do a film here.
We really need to do just a podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
just let us loose.
How is this conversation hit this point already?
I know, like you say, we've gone from museums and automatons and art and history to very quickly going from an engagement in the Bowes Museum to fisting and then to North Korean dictatorships.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I mean, it's a hell of a tangent we managed to get on.
I love that. It's like that Alan Davies programme. As yet unnamed. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Oh yeah, and then at the end they come up with a name for it. Yeah,
I think that's a great concept.
I mean that would be the podcast, wouldn't it? We'd have to at the end of it come up with a name for that week's episode. If we made it more than 1 week, Spotify would have it. Surely.
Spotify will have everything. Apparently, Spotify is moving to podcasts because they can own the rights. Whereas with the music, obviously you have like multiple tiers of ownership.
Yeah.
Whereas with the podcast, it's the creators and they have sole usage. But that's why they're piling up on podcasts.
I think that might be the idea while we're in the down period between leagues is get the podcast on the go.
Yeah. You're not my monkey. This is my circus, but you're not my monkey. You're an independent monkey. It just dawned on me that. You're his monkey.
I'm no one's monkey.
Well, you were the Queen's monkey for a while.
Well, yes. Oh, that's a bit different. That was voluntarily.
Yeah. I love how the conversation was going on. I just completely...
I think they've just sat there going, what the actual...
Yeah.
Yes.
So, for people who are just tuning in, we are trying to bring the level up slightly. It has become rather crude and lowbrow. So we're trying to cut down on the foul language and make it something that you could watch at home with the family.
We are trying. And to be fair, that's what most of people, that's why most of us are here, because their partners think exactly the same. They are very trying. So we come here and give everyone a break.
Yeah. Oh, we have the Python versus the Robots.
Oz Club. Thought it was Captain Ahab in a minute for the peg leg.
Just take your pick.
I mean, we shouldn't really be talking about pegging in S Club because that just goes down a whole other road.
Especially with the Supreme Leader nearby.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, it wouldn't be pegging, but it'd certainly let Carl.
Yeah, I really hope he doesn't watch my back for the Kingdom Crawl crook.
Oh, you know he will.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be even better if somebody could actually do that Photoshop.
Oh, it wouldn't be hard.
As he's watching the parade going past. But then all you need is pictures of all of us with our axes.
Yeah, we could just do it for real.
Yeah.
Stand Carl on there. Take it from over there and just have a whole bush in order.
The entrance for the next playoffs.
We could all... Everybody
Big
who
axe.
has a big axe could have it brandished on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And those without could have it...
Like a hatchet out in front. Or you could have a big axe and a hatchet. So a big axe over the shoulder, hatchet in the other hand, just... as the elite troops. Those who own their own big axe. So you can have big axe over the shoulder, hatchet in hand, and those don't have their own big axe, just have the hatchets. Or you could have the double hatchets if you have spares. And
Is this to protect the compound?
No, this is to celebrate our dear leader.
Our dear leader. On Leaders' Day. Which also happens to be his birthday, national holiday.
To be fair,
we have missed it this year.
if we can actually
We have just.
define as a religion, we can get the day off work for us.
Don't you need 20,000 people for that?
Yeah.
Because you can be what do you call it? Jedi now, can't you?
Yeah.
That's,
Although, if it was recognised as a religion, this could be a place of worship, therefore wouldn't have to pay tax as well.
It's true.
it wouldn't be the first religion I started. I once started one and I mispronounced it and we worshipped the Supreme Being.
The Sean Bean.
Just a baked bean.
Oh.
Just on, yeah, it got weird.
I mean, it does sound, yeah.
Religion's running the family. Oh, I think the robot is broken.
He needs a reset. Sophie, you need to reset him.
If you're there, you need his belly button tickling. I've just thought, why are those two still here?
I don't know. I mean, is there a community game tonight? 'Cause we are. We're running a bit later tonight.
We're running a lot later.
I think there have been a few more games to get through with it being week 7.
Well, we had Sclub to catch up.
Sclub's had about 3 weeks worth to catch up on.
Reaper has.
She only... Did she?
No.
Obviously, Del Boy had a lot to
Apparently
catch
we
up
only
on.
have 35 games. Oh, but normally we have like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that seemed to have actually killed the chat quite successfully.
Pardon me. A bit like our day later to all those who don't throw clean clutches. Genocide isn't a laughing matter. I wonder when Korea like split. Like culturally, like.
Oh, it was the 1950s, wasn't it, with the Korean War?
Was that when it actually split? I thought it was already divided then.
No, I think that's when it was, because it was. What's the parallel it split along? I can't remember the name of it, but basically where it split, yeah. But yeah, it was basically. I mean, it was all part of the Cold War, effectively, because it was kind of China in the north and then USA in the south, and we got involved with this.
Basically, it was like Germany then. It was just spoiled war and divided.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you reckon you can still tell the old Soviet side of Germany from satellite pictures due to the lighting systems?
Really?
Mm.
I mean,
I think that's right.
I mean, I suppose it was only what, it was 91 the Berlin Wall came down?
I thought mid-80s, but yeah, I think you could be right.
Was it 89 or something? Or was it Germany was unified in 91? Because that was technically when the Second World War ended. Because Germany
1945 was split.
Oh. And then, so they, yeah. So that must have been it, and then that what led to the war, because I'm sure that was, a lot of people went from the Second World War straight to Korea.
Yeah, apparently.
And through the 50s.
Apparently MASH is based in Korea, but like the film and TV series?
Yeah.
But heavily, at the same time, heavily implied it could be Vietnam.
Yeah, I thought that was about the Korean War, to be honest. Because I'm sure that, like, for the Americans, the Korean War was pretty much a...
Berlin from the sky at night.
Oh,
so
very different colours, isn't
West,
it?
yeah.
Because wasn't it about a battalion of US Marines against, like, the entire Russian or Soviet Chinese army, pretty much, and they just held their own. Yeah, I don't think there was a lot of Americans in Korea.
I was reading a story about a Gurkha who took out a platoon of 20 Japanese soldiers in the Second World War with one arm.
Yeah, they're a hell of a breed.
Yeah.
Oh, there's plenty of them, and I've heard of ones certainly more recently in like Afghanistan, etc., where they have literally used GPMGs, rifles until there is no ammunition left, grenades, the whole lot, and they've beaten people to death with GPMGs, and then pulled the kukris out and carried on, and just one-man armies.
I'm just like catching bits of this conversation.
Oh no,
we're talking about
history.
It's historical, the Korean War, and then Gurkhas.
Yeah, I once heard a tale about the Gurkhas. They were going to be airdropped. They went to the brief, like, we're going to fly over 1,500 feet or whatever it is, and you jump out, land, away you go, particularly if you're missing brief. And the Gurkhas all got together and went, no, we're not doing this. We'll go in from 1,000 feet. And the bloke says, but your parachute won't open. Straight after dude.
Say knows.
He's like, your parachute won't open. And we went back together and went, we didn't realise we'll get them then, carry on. And you're prepared to just leave themselves out. Like,
they are a hell of a fighting force, and all I'll say is I'm glad we're on their side, or they're on ours. I used to hear stories of, like, certainly my granddad in his era, he was like the 50s National Service.
Yeah.
And he said it'd be one of those, you'd be on exercise and you just feel the hand around your boot and the kukri across the back of your neck. And what they'd do is they'd feel the way you laced your boot. And if you'd laced your boot wrong, that was it. You were goner.
Yeah.
So this is why the British military all lace their boots the same way. Because then the Gurkhas go, and you're, oh, fuck.
It's crazy, man. And to think our government won't give them citizenship. I think anybody who fights for our country deserves to be a citizen.
Yeah. I think that's a very historical thing, and I'm Chucky's having a bit of a bad one there.
That board's hard. If it's the same board that was on when I was playing.
I think that's been changed since.
It's got cold all of a sudden.
Less bodies.
Yeah. 1945. The Americans didn't wait long to try and conquer it, did they?
I mean, they were already in Japan.
Yeah. Was it Saigon? Is that part of Korea?
That's Vietnam.
Is that Vietnam?
Yeah.
It's not called that now, is it? It's Hanoi.
Hanoi.
Yeah. I'm a bit vague with American history. I suppose it's because it's only a couple of 100 years old.
Well, yeah, they don't have much of it.
I wonder if the original door knocker of Durham Cathedral will be older than...
Oh yeah, it's older than the current United States of America, yeah.
It's older than Ireland. Than the current
I mean, let's face it, so are most towns in the UK. There are people live in houses that are older than the United States.
It must be weird, that.
And the Americans...
We take it for granted that we have so much history around us.
I mean, the Americans do have history before that. It's just not... It's colonial history. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's the history before the European takeover.
I was reading a very interesting story about a First Nations warrior.
Yeah.
And he went to Italy with a gun and a flag, and planted the flag and declared Italy his.
Oh.
And when he's questioned, he's like, "Well, I just want it." I'm like, "But we've got history and culture. So did we."
Yeah.
I think how the First Nations have been treated horrible. Like,
I mean, to be fair, one of the most lethal snipers in the First World War was a Canadian First Nation.
Yeah.
Peggy Magabo.
Yeah.
He was one of the. He was known as the Ghost in the Trenches.
Really?
Yeah, he was lethal.
Apparently, both one, I can't remember if the First World War or Second World War, was the first member of his tribe for like so many years to meet all the criteria to be a war chief.
Oh.
So something like you had to kill disarm an enemy but let him live, steal horses, and there was something else. I can't remember what it's called. What it was, but he hit like all three criteria during the Second World War. But do you reckon, like, I've read a lot, I don't know how much truth there is, but when they cut the hair, they couldn't scout. But once they grew the hair, they got like an awareness back that they were missing before. Like real Samson-esque type qualities. Just random person. Yeah, I find it fascinating. I think there's a lot to a more natural lifestyle.
Oh, absolutely.
And we did the same thing we did in the Orient. We went over and gave them narcotics, basically. Like we took over Hong Kong using opium.
Yeah.
And we conquered America, like us, the French, by using alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, it's no wonder people hate the English. Like, overall, historically, we've done very little good and a hell of a lot of bad. Like, Australia ripping Aboriginal children away from the mothers to try and Europeanise them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get how our, not yours obviously, but I don't get how our forebears, I didn't mean that in a bad way. I don't know how our forebears had the brass fucking neck to go over and go, I'm better than you because I've got a bigger
Well, there you go. But that's the history of the human race, isn't it? I've got a bigger stick, therefore I am chief, I am more important.
It annoys me. I feel really bad that we're losing all these cultures. Like, even in the UK, we're getting so Americanised.
Oh.
Like, with the way people talk, like...
Yeah. Tricky's just broken Bella somehow.
That's not hard. Just
No.
mention chicken nuggets. But Alex, I feel sad that we're losing our cultures. And, like, you see, even 100 years ago, like the dresses and the national wear, and now it's all like what we're wearing, bloody cardigans and hoodies. It's sad. Like, I don't think I could quite get away with what a pit miner would wear, like, I think there are some good points, but at the same time, we're losing so much that made the world great. I fucking love it when Thor's on my feet.
So come on, Thor, who was it? Come on, we want a name now. You've done that bit of digging, give us the name, who was it?
Thor's my little fact checker.
Oh.
So he's just come up with So,
Cat's in.
to be declared a war chief, you have to lead a war band, touch an enemy soldier without killing him, disarm an enemy soldier, and capture an enemy force.
Is that UK standard though?
No,
that's-
this is First Nation
American First Nations.
Is it First Nation in America or is that the Canadians?
I mean, the Canadians tend to use First Nations, don't
I
they?
know.
Americans, I don't really know what the correct term is. 'Cause
I
obviously,
wouldn't
it was Indians for a while, wasn't it? And
Yeah,
that was
but
very
that-
much then going, well, no.
Yeah. Native American.
Native Americans, Indigenous Americans, and
There is an argument that there was a culture on the American mainland before Medicine Crow.
Medicine
There you
Crow.
go.
There you go.
Yeah, there is a theory that there was a race of people there before them, but there's a bit of hee-haw about whether.
I mean, there's been people in the Americas for a lot of years because you think they were building pyramids down in the Latin Americas, effectively at the same time as the Egyptians.
Isn't there's something mental with the geometry? Do you want British to come around?
Yeah, I'm getting quite dragged into this.
Yeah.
Medicine Crow accomplished all four during World War II. There we go then.
So we are now
We'll
joined by
turn the camera
Tanner.
around a bit. We'll-
Definitely need a bigger booth.
There we go. The camera's just about there.
But yeah, isn't there something really interesting? The South American pyramids are on the same geometrical path as the Egyptian.
There we go. So yeah. We knew Indians wasn't the correct way to do it, which is why we said it was
Aboriginal
there for a while. So Native Americans, and then Aboriginals or First Nations down in
No, that's good.
Australia.
No, that's Canada.
Oh, is
First
that-
Nation.
Yeah. 103rd Infantry Division as a scout.
Yeah.
Is he one of the Wind Talkers?
I don't know.
Because was that Vietnam the Wind Talkers?
I don't know.
Because they used the Native Americans, didn't they? Because they used them as message runners.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't because they spoke their own native tongue, not
Yeah.
English. They could pass the messages without them ever being deciphered. Because the Vietnamese didn't know the language.
Yes, I've heard some.
Because I'm sure it was a Mel Gibson film as well, The Wind Talkers.
It's quite interesting.
Do you know what it is, Dickie? It's because you're not here.
You lose the Statler and Waldorf vibe.
Like, this is the thing, we get highbrow when you're right here and come back and go,
So we get Tory Tim back and talk about fisting.
yeah. No, it is interesting. I'm sure there's something to do with the boots as well.
I think it was a book which then was made into a film, but I'm sure.
No, like footwear.
Oh, the boots.
Similar to the hair, be like
Yeah.
because it's far more natural not to wear footwear and to go around barefooted. So, like, the modern shoe is actually
Yeah.
deforming our feet.
Yes.
Well,
isn't that why they made those almost like second skin shoes that were just allowed you to?
Yeah. Like, once it warms up, I'm never in shoes when I'm in the house. Or
I'm the same. My shoes come off as I go home.
In China, they used to actually make shoes specifically smaller to keep people's feet.
They used to bind the women's feet, didn't they? Yeah.
Boots.
It's horrible though. You look at it.
You can actually, if you go to the Oriental Museum, see skeletons of people who've had their feet.
I think they have them in like the Natural History Museum as well. I'm sure I saw the one in Oxford's got some as well. Same as the shrunken skulls.
Yeah, wasn't the one that used to they'll bind the skulls so when corn headed? That might have been South American though.
Yeah.
It's interesting how the ideology of beauty changes so much from place to place. You know, Kat signed into this and she'd be thinking, what the hell?
Yeah. I think she's just gone without not even saying goodbye. She's just gone right boring.
She found the wine.
Yeah. Joined wine club for the night.
But no, it's fascinating.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I find stuff like that so interesting. I spend far too much time death scrolling through random crap.
Yeah, but like you say, the pyramid thing is very interesting because it's very similar structures on very different continents across a similar plane, isn't it?
Might be reckoned that we are closer in a timescale to Cleopatra than the Great Pyramids are.
Yes, we are. Yeah, no, that is true. We are closer. And then wasn't it? Aren't they closer to like the? I can't remember what it was, but yeah, that was.
In ancient, what we call ancient Egypt, they were
spans thousands of years.
But yeah, but specialists in ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
In ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
Which is mental.
Well, yeah, because it's like thousands of years as an empire.
Why do you reckon the Sphinx, as we know, that's a very hard word for me to say.
Sphinx.
Do you reckon that is actually a modified structure? Touch bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next week, all being well.
Go on.
Although, Tana, Sunday night for Toby. If you can try for Sunday, make him miss both playoffs.
Apparently spicy food helps. So.
And Claire, same for you. Sunday night we're aiming for.
See ya.
Sorry, we have 2 throwers with very heavily pregnant other halves.
Yes.
If we can make him miss playoffs, it'll make it that little bit easier.
Yeah, I mean, especially for Monday, as like I say, I do believe I have missed the trickiest, stickiest first game. So but then again, all I'll do is get somebody else in his stead. So
I may not make him.
Well, yeah, you do have.
But anyway, getting back to Lighthouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you reckon that the face of the Sphinx has been recently adjusted? At one point, it would be like a full lion.
Yes, and it's become more human-esque.
Yeah. Like being recarved.
Well, yeah, I think if you look at photos of it from the 1910s, 1920s, it's very different, because let's face it, it wasn't even dug out. And I've saw that.
Sorry, I mean like in ancient times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be reckoned proportionally, because if you see the full body, the head's really out of proportion to the rest.
Yeah, it needs to be bigger.
Yeah, and we reckon there used to be an entrance on the, like, up here, like on the top of the head.
Yeah, I've heard that. I was watching a video the other day, and it was, I think he's an Egyptian fella himself, and all these people saying about how the British Museum need to give back and all this and robbing, and he said, well, no, he said, if it wasn't for the British Museum, the British people like that, we wouldn't have these treasures. Because if you look at the Valley of the Kings, the locals, they went in and they robbed and they stole and they stripped. It's only the British, when they went in, have actually preserved these artefacts rather than stealing them for personal gain.
We haven't preserved everything.
Oh, no, we haven't.
There was a Victorian pastime of unwrapping
eating
mummies.
Yes.
Maybe not eating them, but
unwrapping them. There was a Victorian pastime of eating them as well, apparently.
I wonder if they were marinated in honey.
Probably be like jerky.
And we've come back full circle.
Yeah.
What was that called?
Mellified man, wasn't it?
Mellified man.
Mellified man, there we go.
But yeah, so we did lose a lot of historical artefacts through that.
But this is what he was saying, though. A lot of places, certainly you look at, like he was saying about some of the African tribes, if you go there now, they have no historical artefacts because they destroyed them, they traded them, they did this. But they traded them to other people for gold, for weapons,
probably alcohol.
Yeah, slave trade, things like that. So they've lost their artifacts because they've traded them away.
Yeah,
they didn't value them, but the person who got them went, "Oh, this is interesting. I'm going to, rather than trade it on, I'm going to keep hold of it, and it's going to go into a display, into a museum, into a show." And this is what I get his point. You know, we've preserved some of the history that otherwise would have disappeared if it had just been left to.
There's a lot
others.
No, true. I fully agree. It's an interesting chain of thought, but there's a bit of conjecture about royal stone, Indian.
Yes, yeah.
It's currently part of our crown jewels.
Sapphire or something?
Something like the bigger sapphire and.
Yeah, because it was gifted.
Yeah, but now they're wanting it back, and it's all like, but.
Yeah, you gave it. Yes, you divorced from us in 1946, but we got that in the divorce. So.
Yeah. Oh, but Robot's definitely broken. But no, it's interesting. Like I say, I find this fascinating. Like, I've always had an interest in history.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It was something I actually looked into following up, but I realised I don't fancy nearly 30 grand's worth of debt for a passing hobby.
Yeah. Oh no, I've always enjoyed history, and certainly from a young age, my granddad, he was very much into it. So when he would look after me when I was off school or parents were working, we'd often get onto historical topics. A lot of it was military, with him being a military man as well.
Oh, I can understand.
He was a Bevan boy, back in the 40s, so down the mines.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was an evacuee, so was my nan.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a lot of history there, and I think it's that side of it. When I trace both sides of my families, we've been in every conflict since the Boer War.
Fucking hell, you're a lieutenant, Dan.
There's been a member of my family in every conflict since, like, the Boer War, and we can probably trace them back even further, because we traced the family back all the way to Magna Carta.
Yeah.
And we had family on the Mayflower.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, there was a family member born on the Mayflower.
Oh, I've got nothing like that. We were farmers.
Yeah. And then the Witchfinder General, played by Vincent Price, Matthew Hopkins, distant relative of mine.
Really, with his retractable stick. I don't know about the. Did you hear about that tale? So, the theory was, if you stabbed a witch with a pin,
yes,
she wouldn't bleed.
Yes.
So there was a witchfinder who operated around here in like South Scotland, had a retractable pin.
No, Matthew Hopkins was East Anglia and down that way. Yes.
But yeah, it was like a theatrical knife. So like you stab it and go, yeah. Obviously the witch wouldn't bleed.
Yes.
But right, on that really rather random note, I believe that's the end of our night festivities.
I do believe that is rounds complete for the evening.
Yes, so we are back on Sunday for the junior playoffs, followed by NTA playoffs.
Yes, I am working Sunday during the day. However, as I've decided, because I finish at 7 o'clock on Sunday, I am going to come down for the NTA, as I do believe, as the reigning title holder for that league, I should be here to pass on the belt.
Be a nice thing.
Although I do think there should be a final boss battle and they have to beat me to win it.
That means you'd have to have been Harry. Who's not throwing too well at the moment. I'm worried about her.
I think she's a bit out of practice, but
she's doing 100%. But right, but after that we're back with our Standard League playoffs on Monday, and of course we have the Premier playoffs on Tuesday night. But till then, stay safe, and we shall see you on the other side.